acts just like you.
I
Oh my
we
god, so
are live.
funny. Oh
Oh,
god.
Hello.
Bonjour. Je
Sorry,
pense que tu es très belle aujourd'hui, chat.
Omelette du fromage.
My husband is offended.
Omelette du fromage.
Parlez-vous français?
I just said everyone looks really
oui,
good.
Comme ça, comme ça.
Comme ça, comme ça.
Oui, petite.
Oui.
Somewhere it's else punching a wall.
Oui.
Don't
Oui,
say
I
that,
at least
damn it.
tried to pronounce
Où
it
est la
Americans.
discothèque, s'il vous plaît?
Biblioteca, donde está la biblioteca?
I never passed the oral speech part of French class. So
There's
that's
no
my
need.
fault.
There's no need.
Nice to meet
I
you.
was elected to read, not to lead.
Oh,
We're in a mood today. It's fine.
apparently.
It's
Like a
giggly hour.
river.
It's good to be
Like
back.
a river.
Oh, there's my phone. I have to check I have to use my phone to check Discord to get to get the message Tilt sent me. All right. So because Zorro and Tilt got married recently, a couple games that they've been in.
You like someone? Ooh.
You have no proof.
Ooh, you have a crush on someone.
I think he likes you back.
We've been making them draw from the deck of many things for the celebration, but
we realize life events count.
Yep, big life events. So
this is why I'm never getting married, so I don't have to pull from the deck of many things.
Babies count too.
If you get a cat, gotta draw.
Wow.
You're getting a new family member. Yes, I would hope the same courtesy is for us dog people too.
Yes.
Yes.
Dogs
It's a good thing.
Dogs
It's
are
a good thing that Obi is such a massive asshole that I can never have another cat while he's alive.
Dogs actually are 2 cards because they're a lot.
You're not a lot.
They're a lot.
But
you say that when you have
Zorro,
Evie and Felix.
Tilt
Yes.
has chosen that you have to draw from deck 2.
Okay. Oh, I get to pick the number or just that deck?
There's a
Okay,
cat
I'm
named
gonna read the message that he sends me.
Oh god.
Bonjour.
Okay.
Bonjour.
So for Zorro's deck pull 2, 3, shuffle top deck.
I think he meant deck number 2.
Deck sure.
And then the third one. Assuming. We're gonna go with it. It's his fault.
I'm gonna take it as deck 2 shuffle top deck.
Maybe that's what he meant.
Part of the cards. Let's go.
Because I was just like,
sounds like him.
Because it's like I don't know why he put 3 shuffle top deck, and it's not like 3 shuffle top deck. It's 3 period shuffle period top deck period.
He is drunk.
Zorro, translate this for us. Well, you can't speak French.
I can't either. I'm learning.
Hey.
I'm not learning Quebec French. Fuck that shit. I'm learning actual French. Modern day French, not 300-year-old French.
Smart.
Plus, that's what his family and he speaks. So, speak their language.
Like actual French? Or
An actual French. No, they speak. They're from France. His mom's technically French Canadian, but she knows how to speak French. And his dad and him and his sister were born in France. Like they learned French.
My sister took a French.
So they are turbo French.
They are.
My sister took a French class in high school, but the teacher was French Canadian and
different French.
was like, yeah, she was like, don't even read the books, listen to me. And they're like, that's not correct though.
Yeah, because you can hear the difference too. The way they speak French is a lot more harsh than if you speak it in France. France, it's much more fluid now. So it's like, oh, yeah, I can hear the difference now. I didn't know until he told me. I was like, oh, yeah,
all right.
Yeah. Let's go.
What do we get?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know
I
this
literally
card.
don't know.
Oh, by the way, I'm
What's a
converting.
new card?
By the way, I'm converting these cards for Daggerheart as well. So have
Nice,
fun with that.
nice.
Exciting. Scary.
Okay,
No.
I'm making.
Right in here.
I'm causing a redraw.
Oh, is it bad?
No, somebody already has this.
Oh,
Ah,
I don't get a dragon too?
No,
Was it bark skin?
no.
I already have that.
was
I
it
was
the
gonna say,
naturally.
yeah.
Wait a minute, that's deck
I already
one.
have that naturally, so
Mm,
and I am not prone to fire, so
Look, if it is a dragon, I'm sure Bacon could definitely use a friend.
Shrapnel can use a friend. Shrapnel's a little chaos gremlin though, but I blame his mama. Oh, I can't wait till that dragon grows up. An adult mithril dragon. Oh,
Ooh.
gorgeous.
Oh, you get a good card.
Okay, you paused way too long. I was just like, is
You
it
get
bad?
a-
Is it good? I'm hoping
So-
for good.
You draw the key card.
Like,
Ooh.
Oh my god, I'm a magic girl.
A rare or rarer magic weapon with that you are proficient appears in your hands. I choose the weapon.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Not another one. Okay.
a gun.
I am just an arsenal of weapons right now. I have so many magical
The
weapons.
barbarian eyeing you warily, like, where is she getting all these?
Right.
I have like 3 or 4 rapiers already going like, what do I do with all these?
Yeah.
You know what,
Gain more arms.
Zoro, you know what? I will draw again for you because yes, you are a walking arsenal right now. That is, it's like I have 97 rapiers.
I just
Danny,
trying
who
to-
just lost her weaponry. Eyeing her.
I didn't
Like-
do anything.
Well, yeah,
I
but
did-
I love, don't get me wrong, I love my rapiers. I definitely plan on which one I use per battle depending on the situation. But
Just start dual wielding
yeah.
and switching in battle. Like, this is nothing.
I need a free hand to cast spells. I can't
Gain a
do
accidentally
third
it.
threw
arm.
the rapier.
Gain a third arm.
I could just grow one, literally. A little Groot hand just comes out.
Just to guess it.
All of a
Just
sudden,
comes
I'm
out of
thinking,
my
I'm thinking
hip.
of like a mixture between Groot and Deadpool with the baby hand.
I approve of this message. Didn't say how big the hand was. Just needed an extra hand to cast spells.
You know what they
Yes.
say about big hands.
Big gloves.
Big watches.
That's
They
it.
have
We
fingers.
got there though. We got there. My dad always says that. He's like, you know what they say about big fingers? Big nostrils.
Zoro,
Yes.
can you roll me a d6, please?
Half my dice. I just don't know. D6?
Yes.
I'm sure Zoro would appreciate my penguin puns.
I would.
Oh, come on. We didn't hate them.
know.
4.
4. You draw the book card. You gain
I'm
the
a learned woman now.
you gain the ability to speak, read, and write 6 languages of your choice.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Become Maya.
do they have to be known languages?
Yes, they have to be known languages. They have
Damn.
to be languages that at
The
some
book.
point in time existed.
The book
So,
that
Well,
the
that's what I'm saying. There
translation-
are
yeah.
secret
Babylonian.
languages that
Babylonian.
exist now because Zenith's weird language of
It was like-
chicken scratch to us.
Which
Well, no,
is
there was
which
an
is
ancient
common.
High Elven or something. It was.
Are you talking
No,
about
no,
my
no.
notebook or the other book?
We're talking about
Other
the
book.
newest book where she wrote down everything over and almost died.
I was
because
talking
of
about the other one.
I think
Oh,
that's
that one,
less
yeah.
of a language and more of a cipher.
more
Yeah.
of a cipher. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is that
Uh
I know what it says.
Yeah, we
Why is
don't.
my word not enough?
Your word's fine.
No,
just
it's not.
are a little wary.
Clearly.
We're
Listen,
just a
your
little
word,
wary.
He's great, but the problem is you're dead right now.
So you all
So
hate me. You all hate me so much, dude.
You're dead right now.
Well, what's funny is considering my race and my background, I already know like 5 or 6 languages. So now I just
Good lord.
No,
You're
fuck
gonna
ton
run out
more.
of languages to know.
Vanica's Duolingo ass over here.
You're a walking biblioteca.
Oh
God
my
damn it.
God.
Biblioteca.
look. I've had like 1,000+ years to sit on my ass and just read. Okay.
Learning languages for fun, so you can read more books.
Okay, Rosetta Stone, calm down.
Oh my God.
Rosa, Rosa, Rosa.
Yeah, no, I need to.
She's on a 1,000-year streak on Duolingo.
Not anymore.
No
No one can be
longer.
that except an elf. This high elf
Mm.
bastard's trying to rival with me right now.
Oh, by the way, we ran into Valindra again. Yeah. Shit.
Again?
Yeah. And
Not
guys.
last episode.
No, not last episode.
No, not last
What are you
episode. I'm just saying. I'm just
No.
saying. We, as in, out of character. We met.
Zora
her.
has already seen Valindra. Like,
I
Valindra was
know.
heavy hitting on her. Like, ooh, I'd want one of you for my collection. Everybody was like, oh,
Yeah. Exactly.
don't like that.
So,
Mhm.
not much happened the last time we were.
It's pretty tame.
Y'all made friends with a undead artificer who then bequeathed his laboratory and his pretty much AI made to Zafira, giving her access to the to a newly refurbished lighthouse. I almost said White House. I'm like, nope, you're not the president.
I don't want to be.
And afterwards, you all decided that it was time to set out. Time to begin like a new leg of your journey. A lot of conversation as to where exactly to go.
It's hard to know,
But
man.
you really didn't get that far out, as probably in the first hour of your travels, across the way, between the small gap where you guys are located and Braidwardeth, there was a large blue beam of light that shot up in the air and sent large clusters of earth just flying in every direction. One of these clusters landed near all of you. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Your new little spider mount mech is okay. But this strange, massive piece of earth that seemed to have these glowing blue cracks running along it caught the attention of Zen. Zen being the wizard, and wizards being, you know, a curious bunch, did what wizards do and touched the glowing object. You know, science. Unfortunately, touching this object caused it to explode,
Rip Russian bear.
sending Zen's body flying and then tumbling and rolling, and then finally stopping probably about a good 50 feet away, right next to Danny.
I'm just a baby.
Her body, as all of you who are over by your mount can see, that her body is just completely charred, but it doesn't seem to have had any sort of effect on her gear, just her flesh.
Oh, good, we can loot her body. No damage.
She's just
Yeah.
laying there.
Do you want me to
Uh,
roll another
I-
death saving throw?
Did you rolled me one, didn't you?
I did.
Okay,
I was gonna ask if you
uh,
wanted me to roll my second one.
Let me I will ask if anybody's going to do anything first.
Danielle
like-
is just going to look down. Why? And just kind of like, we need help over here.
Am I
Uh,
there? I don't even know what happened to me.
Well, we were arguing because I said, "Oh, Vanica's probably in flower form," and everybody's like, "She can't turn into a flower," and I was
Not
like,
me.
"Yes, she can. She got a ring."
Cass, yes, Vanica is there. Cass, you said you were going to do something right as we cut off last time.
Yes. However, Malls wanted to do more death save throws. So if you want me to wait, I will.
Wow. Wow.
I'm sorry.
it.
I love you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, no, way to call me out.
I just called out for medic.
You were probably joking. You were most likely joking.
No, I was serious. Build the
fuck.
drama a little bit.
God damn
I
it! I
would-
thought you were joking.
Run over there immediately, and just do like a medicine check or something on her to see what state she's in. Aside from the obvious, of course.
Her state is dead.
Why am I charred and not my gear?
That's a
Yeah,
good
that's
question.
interesting.
That's the
Necrotic
question I would
or
have.
it's-
Questions
shit.
for later.
You know what? Give me 1 second. I forgot to do something.
God damn it.
I forgot
no.
to do something. I'm an idiot.
no.
I'm an
Oh,
idiot.
no.
I'm an idiot.
No,
No.
you're
No,
not.
you're not.
I'm an idiot.
Stop
No, you're
saying that.
not.
Okay, stop.
A little bit.
You are an
Quit it.
idiot sandwich.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I did change it. Never mind. I was worried
talking
that I
about my-
didn't
You
change
did?
your character card.
Yeah, I got new.
God, it,
Yeah,
would, it would suck.
Congratulations on
It
the
would suck if your character died and then
Look, I was already thinking it. I was just keeping my mouth shut because I'm being optimistic right now.
So Malls,
fine.
if you want to make another death saving throw, go right ahead.
Do you want me to message it to you?
Yeah, DM
So
it to
I'm
me.
there, right?
Yes.
you are there.
Okay, so I'm going to go, holy shit, go over. And I'm not even going to check her pulse. I'm immediately going to cast Cure Wounds.
Wait,
That's what I
hold
was
on.
gonna do.
I need the death saving
Oh.
throw for Malls first.
Okay,
I just sent it to you.
We can both cast Cure Wounds on her.
that's true. That's just
What was
double. Yeah.
Malls, send me the last one that you rolled too because I can't find it.
I
Was
just
it
sent
on
it to you.
DMs?
It is.
Okay. I got worried there for a second, Malls. So,
Yeah.
medicine check, go ahead. Chloe.
21.
She's not good. She is teetering like right on the edge. Like the car slammed on the brakes and it's like halfway off, halfway on. It is just going like this. The front side is a little too front heavy. It's about to go over at any moment.
I just look over at Vanica and Zafira desperately.
Yeah, we both kind of run over, and I mean we're both gonna cast Cure Wounds if you're
Okay, so
fine
both of
with
you
that.
go ahead and roll Cure Wounds.
Okay. Creature you touch 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Okay.
Been a hot minute. Okay, yeah.
Malls, that scared me what you sent me the first time. I'm like, oh crap.
You know what? I'll upcast this.
Not another
second
Gilly.
Girl, I was also thinking that. I was like, I swear to God, if this is Gilly 2.0 right now.
Yeah,
What can I
I-
say? She's an inspiration.
Oh, I rolled really good. Okay.
Can I also cast it at second level?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That's 18 for me. Well, 7 and a 6 is pretty darn good.
Add a 5 to it.
Well, what was? Wait, you upcasted to level 2.
Never mind.
So
yeah.
it's 2d8 plus your
Yeah,
modifier.
I forgot to add my attack modifier, but I did roll twice. So
So your intelligence modifier is a 5 because and that's your spellcasting modifier.
So 5 plus whatever the 2 numbers were on the die.
5 plus 5 is 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got a total of 28
So,
points.
26
Restore.
Yeah.
Sorry,
As you
your
guys-
death saving throws were short-lived.
No, that's fine.
Well, you say it's fine, but I'm worried about Malls. I feel bad now that I called her out accidentally because I thought she was joking.
As you reach, the two of you reach out and you cast your healing into her, you can begin to see like the effects of the burning sort of reside from her. Her skin just returning to its normal complexion. Though
Like a pale salmon.
you do see like every now and then like these small blue cracks just sort of like illuminate on her skin momentarily before vanishing.
Nobody move. Don't bring any hammers near her.
What's happening? I
Am I
almost went Ash
conscious?
voice for whatever reason.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, did she wake up?
Zen,
What up?
as you feel like the life returning to you, your eyes open and you begin to take note of where your surroundings. But there's something weird. You can feel the heartbeat in your chest. But for some reason, you can feel the vibrations of something else beating as well. Off key to your own heart.
Oh, I pull out. Click. Put it back.
What was that?
Just kidding. I don't do that. All right. I'm a little unnerved.
As
I
You look-
don't sit up. I think I'm just like coming to.
okay. As you look, like you're just like laying there and you see both Vanica and Zafira like over you casting their spells, and you can just see this small, like almost like light bluish weave of light flowing from them into the ground.
I think I try to like raise my hand to like touch it, but I'm a little too shaky, so my hand flops back down. I'm like, are you blue dabba dee dabba die?
How many
That's worse than
fingers
we
am I
thought.
holding up?
6? 8, 6,
Hey, she's seen
7,
double.
5, 3, 0, 9.
She knows my area code now. All right, good. Okay. I
Oh,
think she's
good.
able to
She's
see.
not dead. T-bus.
Let's get her up on the
Uh,
cart.
You became a bird without turning into a bird for a minute there.
Can I try to touch that blue stuff?
Sure.
I try to raise my hand again, and I reach towards Vanica where it's probably bright, because she's probably right there, and I try to like touch the blue stuff.
And your hand just like passes through it like you're passing through water, and it sort of like just like slightly disrupts the weave, but it continues just to flow.
Am I hurting you?
Is she like touching my face or something? Or
No,
is she
No,
just-
I'm
like
just,
you
like-
you see her like waving her hand like probably about 6 inches away from like your thigh.
Oh, okay.
What do her eyes look like?
Her eyes.
Just normal?
Yeah.
Just
Not
no
like
change in
glowing
that?
blue or anything.
They're cross-eyed.
Well, technically, she has blue eyes with black sclera.
That's fair.
Uh,
Nothing's changed on that front. Okay.
And then as like you're
Like,
doing
ye-
this,
Rabbit?
you reach out and you try to grab this like blue weave, and it just kind of like slips through your fingers, and then you see it slowly just fading back into the earth itself.
Can I do like an Arcana check or
You
something?
most certainly can.
Is that at disadvantage because I just blew up?
Nope.
You're nicer than me. I got a 19.
19. You have a feeling what you're seeing for some reason is the arcane weave that is pulled from like the ley lines that power arcane energy in this land. Seemingly both of your friends just casted spells. They pulled energy from that weave, and after the spells fade, the weave goes back
Into the earth?
yeah, it just fades right back down into the earth, like almost like right into those ley lines.
Can I see Chloe and Danny? Are they glowing?
Nope. They look like
Okay.
Chloe and Danny.
My scientific brain is going off. I'm like, okay. I don't feel so good. My vision's gone a bit
And
blue.
as you say
Oh,
that,
It's understandable.
as you say that, you just hear a single word in your mind.
Oh no.
Interloper.
Who spoke? Who just said that?
I said we should get you on the cart.
Someone just called me an interloper. I look at Saphira.
I look back at the stone.
The stone's not
That
there
was
anymore.
there.
It's a crater.
Right, where it was. It's a crater.
It's a
I'm
crater.
Just gonna
I
start
didn't
Anyone
looking at
here
it.
said that?
I didn't get any of that stone I tried to chip off.
No, like you chip and it went boom. Though
Now it's a part of you.
the crater itself, though, there are small fragments of like that blue tinted rock. Though its energy is no longer like glowing. It's like in like a dormant state.
Hmm.
And
I look at Saphira and I kind of like gesture at it, like you and me. Like, come on, read, understand what I'm saying.
Danielle's already
Do you want me
seen what the
to-
gestures are, and is like,
Just-
she wants a souvenir.
I was going to say, you want me to grab one of the rocks for you? Yeah.
Sure,
Do
sure.
we want to
Sorry.
be touching it again? Like, do we? Look,
No, but
did not see what happened?
Do I have tongs?
yeah, you would have like in your kit, you would have tongs to like.
Yeah, I have like smith's tools and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
You would most
too,
definitely
so,
have like a pair of tongs to reach up and grab it.
Yeah, can I do that?
And it's a
Do I
good
have to
thing
roll?
you did, because as you reach out and you grab this thing, the metal kind of hisses as you see it kind of like begin to like light up a small like reddish color, as there is just a lot of heat coming from this rock. But you're able to just easily pick it up, and it is surprisingly dense. Like it looks like you're just picking up like just a random rock that kind of got like uprooted from the earth, but
Oh.
it is heavy for the size that it is. It's probably about, you know, baseball size, but it feels like you're picking up a bowling ball.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
So I feel
dense.
like, yeah, when she goes to pick up, she's like, oh, fuck. Okay. And she has to like two-hand. Like, she's strong, but she probably has to two-handed just to like save her wrists from breaking.
Yeah, like you
in
all
general.
see her like reach out and it's like, oh, it's just a rock, and just like the look of strain on her face as she goes to pick up the rock with the
that is
pair of
not
tongs.
just a rock.
Yeah, no, it's not. I definitely, we need to study
Come
that.
Is it?
on.
Is it burning?
It's not burning; it's superheated.
That's burning.
Like
It's fire.
because
Burn.
of your skill in smithing.
it sure is
um,
hot. Like, liquid hot.
Yeah,
Normally.
it you have a feeling that if this was like some sort of ore or anything, you would be able to work it right now with the amount of heat that this thing has in it.
I don't want to hit it. I don't want to
Do
hit
it,
it.
do
I
it,
don't
do
want to
it, do
hit
it,
it.
do
I
it,
don't want to
Dormant
hit
now.
it.
It's
Good, good,
dormant
good, good.
now.
I
No, bring it
believe
back.
it's
Bring it
dormant.
back to the tower. Bring it back to the lighthouse, and we put it in the armor.
Oh.
That's why I was
Oh.
grabbing it. That's why I was grabbing it for you.
It was all for you.
Uh,
And then I
Insight
died.
check.
just inside check on Zenith.
For
I'm
real?
just gonna.
Yeah.
No.
I do an arc.
Sure. You don't even need to roll. You'll see that I'm telling the truth.
kind of want to do an Arcana check on this.
Sure.
But I feel like it may need more study.
You can most
which
definitely
is
give
another
me.
reason why Zenith wants it.
You can most definitely give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh my god, so guess what's considered an official language? Salad. Slot.
Hey man,
Oh,
let's
Fuck.
not.
I got confused
was
for a
like,
moment.
salad.
You want to talk to your food? I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining a bowl of salad that has like lettuce.
I'm
leaves,
sorry.
and-
I'm sorry.
Processed
If anybody ever casts Speak with Plants on a bowl of salad, all you're gonna hear is Tormented screaming.
Oh, it's just
You're fucking kidding me.
They covered me in some sort of viscous material.
What'd you get, Cass?
So technically, I rolled a 1, but it's a total of 8. I'm stupid.
You don't
I can help you later.
like you're looking at it, and you know that there's something special about it, but given the events that have happened, and just shocked by the sheer weight of this thing, you can't really like put 2 and 2 together.
I have another question.
E.
I have replicate magic item bag of holding. Can I make a separate bag of holding just for that?
Okay.
Because I feel like if you
I have a
put that
question.
in with the other items in the bag of holding, there might be some issues.
I have a question.
Huh.
Have you used the replicate item to make a bag of holding? Have you already made a bag of holding?
No, because we already got one from the
Yeah, no,
raccoon.
I didn't
We
get a
already
chance
made
to do
one.
it because we all had one.
Then yes, if you spend 1 hour to replicate a magic item, you can turn a random burlap bag into a bag of holding. So I will say that when you put an item into the bag of holding, it has no effect. It has no contact with any of the other items in that bag of holding. It's put into a pocket. So it's
Okay,
safe.
I would just fear that if I go to reach into my bag of holding to grab, say, some food or whatever, I try to grab like some rope or something, and then I end up touching that.
Oh no, it's pretty
no,
much
it's
the way a
bag of
bag of
holding is
holding
you
works.
think of it and it
Yeah.
comes out.
You think of it and you
Okay.
reach, you like, as you reach in, you think of the item you want, and the item is given to you.
Okay, how many other rocks that are magical are there in the area?
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
Can someone else roll? I'm using
Nope.
a different d20. Let's see.
While she's doing that, can I like ready a spell at my fingertips to see if that affects the blue?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna ready like Claws of Darkness, and that's when like these shadows kind of form claws
Oh,
around
here,
my
yeah.
yeah. And I'm just gonna look at it. Is anything
And as like you do that, you see just that blue weave pull up from the earth and flow into your body as the magic is like the spell is like readied and at your disposal. As you're getting more of a sense that you are seeing the magical essence that people pull from the world, pull from the ley lines in order to be able to cast their spells. What'd you get, Cass?
My dice curse is back. I rolled another 1. So I'm retiring these for now, and I'm going to roll with completely different dice.
So you have a feeling that there are other magic rocks in, or other like superheated bowling ball weight rocks around here. Though given the destruction, this is the only one that has like seemingly caught your eye.
I'm upset. I just want to do cool things, and my dice won't let me.
While she's like over there checking out this glowing or this blue rock, the rest of you see off in the distance those large pieces of land that were jutted out from Braidworth slowly begin to raise up off of the ground and fly back over to that piece of the continent and lower just slightly and hold position as it seemingly begins to link with one another. Though it is missing one piece, as somebody just blew it up.
Well, looks like we diverted someone's plans to make something
And
over
then
there.
those rocks just jut back down towards the land.
Hmm. Good riddance. All right. Should we head back, or should we continue on?
I don't know.
I mean, how are you feeling then?
How many hit points did I get back?
28.
28.
So more than
Uh,
half your HP.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go back, we can spend some time back at the home, and we can do some studying and everything too.
I think it's your guys' call. Sorry about that.
Don't apologize. That was entertaining.
I mean, if anyone knows, the power of wanting to touch random things, it's me.
Do you see
And-
any other blue things like in the area? Like blue, like blue coming up from the earth, like where there's a presence of magic.
Not coming up, though. Every now and then you kind of get just like that, just a little faint wisp kind of like leaping up out of like the earth and going back down. As like you're just seeing like a little stray piece of arcane energy kind of like spurting off.
Okay. Feel a bit high. Whatever you all want to do.
Remind me where we were going? I think I fell asleep pretty hard in the cart. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Oh, by the way,
Uh,
we're in a we're in a spider mech. That's
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
we're in the same
What
spider mech
happened?
that the artificer
What?
the artificer at the lighthouse gave it to me. So it's no
Oh,
longer a
okay.
cart with horses.
So-
It's
So it's not like Wild Wild West where it's a giant ass fucking mechanical spider that we're just
What's the
entering
Shrunk
on
down.
in.
Shrunk down.
Shrunk down. Okay. Does it have wheels on its belly? So if we put the
Nope.
legs in, we could just go?
Nope. It walks
Okay.
like a spider.
It just walks. Okay.
and
Okay.
don't press the combat mode.
Yeah.
Combat mode only seats 2 people as opposed to 6. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, makes sense. It was quite a tiny spot in Wild Wild West as well, so it makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. So where are we going?
yeah.
Well, I think we were just gonna be exploring, honestly.
Yeah.
We were heading east
Yeah.
along the
To the-
roadway towards Meyerfall.
Okay.
But not going
but
to
there we go.
Meyerfall.
Okay.
Yeah. Not going to
Just-
Meyerfall, but
just that
we were gonna go visit my grandma to see if she could translate the book, and among other things, especially given the power armor that I found and can possibly build if I have like a few days at least. It could also the power armor could possibly go against help against the corruption, so we could possibly go into corrupted areas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. That's what we need, right? That's good.
Yes. So yeah, we were gonna head there, but as long as if everyone's okay, then we can keep going.
I'm up for it,
Yeah.
and I don't have to drive this time, so haha.
Yeah, but keep reading that book in case I
Right.
need a co-pilot.
No problem.
Does it have an autopilot?
Nope.
No,
Does
No?
not have an
Okay.
autopilot.
but I
Okay.
mean, it's fairly simple to drive. It's not sentient, so there's no like way you could like talk to it or anything. It's just kind of like this way, that way, and press a button. Does it have headlights?
Yes, it does. It does have headlights. It
Hell
has,
yeah.
it has two
Okay.
little. It has two little headlights on the front, so if you need to like travel at night, you can.
I was about to say it had 8.
You
Okay.
you. It's just like one of those.
Yeah.
It's like that. The world's strongest flashlights, where you turn it on and it turns everything in front of you into daytime.
Yeah.
Oh
Freaking
god.
high beams.
Ah!
So it's called
Oh.
Regalia 1. That's a
Oh, gosh.
very basic. Yeah, that's a very basic name. I think I'm gonna call it Reggie or something.
Wow.
But you already know a Reggie.
Wow.
Oh, that's true.
Calling Reggie
I mean-
basic. I mean, he is, but you know.
No, Regalia 1 is basic. It's a pretty.
I know.
Regalia 1 is like a super not basic name. I rarely
Right.
hear that name. Regalia.
Yeah, Regalia is. I don't know. It's too long of a word, of a name.
I would just like to
It's
point
5
out that
it's 5
unicorn
syllables.
is an actual language.
Yes, it is.
I'm looking at all these like crazy ass languages
Would
that are
that-
actually known in D&D, and unicorn is a language.
Would that not be just speak with animals, or are
No,
they
because
like...
because a unicorn is not an animal; it's a magical beast. It's like
Yeah.
it's in the it's
They're
like
not an animal.
it's sort of like in the same like wheelhouse of a dragon. They're not really a lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
They,
can't
although
speak
they can
beast
know
to them.
Sylvan,
Yeah.
but they have their own speech amongst themselves called unicorn. I was like, what?
That's cool.
What's up,
They
Moles?
talk with their horns.
So we need to come across a
Just
unicorn now,
Morse
Corey.
code
That is the
on the
request.
tip of their
Hold on.
horns.
What's up, Moles?
This blue stuff, just I'm really curious. I'm just seeing the presence of it. I can't manipulate it at all. Like if I study it in the cart or in the spider as we're walking, can I learn anything about it or like use it at all? Like
Yeah, if you're gonna like you're gonna take time to do it, go ahead and like while you guys are you guys traveling back to the estate, or are you continuing forward?
I think we're continuing forward.
Okay.
Continuing forward.
So if you're
Forward,
continuing
yeah.
forward, go ahead and give me another intelligence check. Not intelligence, arcana. Give me an arcana.
okay. I do like Arcana. Okay. Ooh. 23.
23. So as Regalia 1 is going on its way, and you're sitting in the back with both Vanica and Chloe, the you keep pulling up spells, you keep like readying spells, you're just pulling arcane energy into yourself, not necessarily to cast a spell, just to see the weave come up and then like reside when you drop your arcane focus. And the more that you do this, the more that you begin to understand that you can see the natural reaction between living beings and the weave that comes from the ley lines when people pull magical energy out to cast spells. You can identify when somebody is magically talented, as they all have like this like faint aura about them. It's not like overwhelming, it's just like that, like as they move there's just like this little, like a little bit of like a blue tint that follows them as the weave is always around them.
Ooh.
Though as you continue to fiddle with it, not only can you see it, you can sort of interact with it, as you can technically, after like this hour of like investigation and what, you could technically at the moment act as a power battery for other arcane energy. So as a bonus action, not a bonus action, but as a reaction, you can add your spellcasting modifier to another person's roll or damage roll when they cast a spell, if they are within 60 feet of you.
Wait. Let me write this down. Baby.
Hey,
Hell
Rojan,
yeah.
Yee.
just out of character, is this like her technically able to see ley lines, or is this something more advanced?
She
or different
is
from ley
she
lines?
is seeing the energy that is being pulled from the ley lines in order to cast magic.
Oh,
She's not seeing
okay.
the ley lines themselves. She's seeing
Right.
the arcane, the weave that magic users use to
Emits
pull
from it.
in order to to be able to use their magical talents.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So, real quick, one more time. As a reaction, I can add my spellcasting modifier, which I think is 7.
Your spellcasting modifier, which would be whatever stat you use to cast your abilities.
Oh, intelligence.
Yeah.
So it'd be a +4.
Yeah, so you can add as a reaction, you can add +4 to another person's attack roll or to another person's damage/healing as a reaction, as you can act as like a power battery.
Do I need to do anything to build this up, or does it just happen naturally for
Just
me?
happens naturally.
And how
on
many
the
times can I do this?
It's as a reaction. So as long
Cool.
as you can cast a reaction, you can do it. On the flip
Every
side,
6 seconds.
on the flip side, you can weaken a spellcaster's abilities. You can use a reaction to make them lose 4 to an attack roll or lose 4 to a damage roll as a reaction. As you begin to feel that you can just completely mess with the font of magical energy around you.
Zen becomes a trickster rogue. Nope.
Shut up. You shut up. And then you shut up.
I will say though, every time you use this, I need you to roll me a d20.
Okay.
I only need to know if you roll a 1.
Okay. Is that when I explode for real this time?
I'll just bring you back.
You just know that losing your focus would probably be a bad thing.
Okay. Cool beans. The next time we get in a fight, you guys, I want to try something out. Don't get mad at me. Just let me do something.
Now, Zafira, are you just continuing along this little dirt road that leads back up to the main road near Silver Keep, or are you going off the beaten path?
I think I'll stay on the dirt
Spider
road.
climb. Spider climb. Sorry, no.
Are we convertible mode, or
Yeah,
do we
you.
have the dome on?
That's what I'm asking. Do you have the dome up? Or are you enjoying the nice breeze that is happening right now?
Are there windows in the dome?
There's a cockpit thing.
Yeah, the dome. Like when you click the dome, it's just a giant glass dome that goes over all of it.
I'm going to have to make some adjustments so we could still get some fresh air. But considering what happened with the rock, at least in this area, I'd like to keep the dome up.
Okay.
Because, you know, stuff and things are flying.
So, if I can just get call it just a straight up D20 roll.
That would be a 3.
Right.
I told you my curse is back today. I'm
Apparent-
using dice, and I just switched to dice that I haven't even really used at all.
Did-
Like
did
they're
you
not even
just-
in my dice bag.
Did you stop doing the same thing Zenith does with, all
Oh,
the
I
wiggy? Yeah.
I told you. I told
On
you.
my next one, I'm gonna have to do the.
You gotta do the fly. The fly.
Everybody here who is magically inclined
Technically,
can you cast spells?
Isn't that all of us?
I technically cast detect magic with my eyes.
It's not the same. That's a
Yeah,
special
it's not-
ability.
It's a
Everybody-
primal energy thing.
Everybody who can cast spells,
Hmm.
I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Is this a charm effect?
No.
Constitutions.
Okay.
Which one of you?
Now remind me, do we do spell points or are we doing spell slots?
Spell
Slots.
Spell slots.
All right. Because I'm a horrible person, I can't really remember who all can cast spells.
I think everyone but Danny.
Okay. So everybody
Danny
but Danny.
could like put their hand on your shoulder and then give you an extra spell slot back. Is that not magic?
Nope, that is
No.
a ability
class
that
ability.
Danny has.
That is an extraordinary ability I earned.
I think this is
Yeah.
everybody with the spell casting trait.
Okay,
This
so
is what happens when you're the only
Chloe.
marshal.
D20 plus con.
D20 plus con, yes.
Again.
Well, no, plus con save. Like on your character sheet, there should be saves.
Ah,
Okay,
okay.
Chloe, what'd you get?
On save.
10.
10. Zen,
3. I rolled a 1.
Zafira,
17.
and Vanica,
7.
7. So everybody but Zafira, you lose 3 spell slots. As there's just this, and you see this happening, Zen, because of like your special eyes now. As there's just like a pulse that goes out through the weave, as forcefully the arcane energy that's stored in your body is ripped from you and pulled back into the ground.
Ow.
You take no damage, you just lose those spell slots. You can
Feel really
decide
weak.
you can decide how you want to balance those spell slots out, how you want to lose them, if you want to lose like 2 level 1s or like 3 level 1s or a level 2 and a level 1 or just a level 3.
Oh, thank God. So it's not 3 like spells. It's
No,
okay.
spell
Okay.
slots. Spell slots. You can balance out how you want to lose them.
Sorry,
Oh, God.
guys.
Oh no.
What happened?
You all look a little peckish.
Yeah.
We should just restart this day over.
Yeah.
I mean, I would agree with
Oh, I'm
you.
level 4 spells now. God, we're 7 now.
Yeah, we're 7th level now.
Yeah.
We still
You
have level
all
3.
look a little. Ugh.
I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Sorry.
That grandma magic protecting you.
Yes.
Grandma picked the dice.
Oh God.
I did the fly thing and it worked because I rolled a 10, but I have +7 to con saving throws.
I rolled a 1.
Hmm. All right.
It's rough, buddy.
I'm done
I think I
with this
keel
game.
over in the spider. Just like I lost half my health. I'm losing 3 spell slots. I just
Should
put my head.
Back home.
I put my head between my knees. Oh my god. What happened?
Let's see. Let me see if I can try the.
No, don't even bother. It's a fuck you. And I like put your hand back to you. Like, stop it.
Are
It's
you?
fine.
As soon as
Yeah.
you touch me, it happens.
No, it doesn't. I like.
Because the
as-
intent was to give you.
As you reach out and you go to give her the spell slots, you don't feel anything, Zen. Instead, you see it like just come from Danny's finger and pull away.
not allowed.
The fuck? Can I snap my fingers and try to like create like a burst of light with my prestidigitation?
Yep, you prestidigitation it.
What is
Cantrips
going
don't
on? Cantrips don't
Wait.
count. Maybe.
I'm guessing.
No, because like even the cantrip, you're pulling energy from the weave, but like you're able to prestidigitation like a little ball of light, and it seems to be perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it.
So what exactly happened from Zen's perspective of me doing that?
You went to you like touched her to give her the spell slot back,
Yeah.
but instead of going to her, it just got pulled away.
Huh.
Did I see where it got pulled to?
Yeah, it got pulled to the east as
Which
it went
is-
into the ground.
Braid Weredith. Braid Weredith.
Braidwardeth. So
Is
I
that
guess
where we are? Because I
No, no,
thought
no,
we
no.
were up
No,
further on
that's
the
That's the
road.
road.
other peninsula over.
You are right here.
Oh no, I thought we were up here. So when you say east, I thought you meant like here.
No,
But
it-
if we're here, I thought that was an old marker.
Nope.
But okay.
I mean, technically,
guess-
technically it would be because you guys would probably be about here now when this happens.
so. I guess we're gonna have to go to Braidwardeth.
Okay. Well, they took all my spell slots, didn't they? Well, not all of them.
Did my use of it actually go away though?
Yes, it did.
Okay, so it was expended.
I told you not to.
She did.
No, nothing. Interesting. Was it the same color from me or no? Considering it's primal magic.
Was it blue?
It's all the same color.
Yeah, you're blue.
Okay.
Dabba dee dabba die.
Huh.
Hmm.
Interesting.
I feel like, do you guys want to check out Braidwardeth? Because there's a lot of magical happenings in there.
Yeah, it seems like something fuggy is going there. It might be an issue for having as a neighbor.
Yeah. You kind of want to nip that in the bud before we.
Mm.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, and I'm
Housekeeping.
growing a little
Yeah.
concerned about Zen not only hearing a voice in her head when she woke up, but also like every once in a while your veins glow blue, kind of
That
like
is-
the cracks in that rock that you touched that exploded.
Versus my hands turning black and now I'm turning
Yeah.
blue.
Maybe
Black
we-
and blue like a bruise.
Maybe we can. Do you guys want to head towards? I was gonna say head towards Silverkeep and make camp outside of it, and then just head towards Braidwardeth.
That would be okay. Yeah.
I'm ugly
I
now.
don't want to go to Braidwardeth, but I think we have to.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
neither, but we gotta do what you gotta do. And I need to come to terms with my ugliness now.
You're not ugly.
Oh, stop being so over dramatic.
Oh, you're
I'm
such a
hideous.
girl.
I'm hideous.
This time I would like to move Regalia 1 away from the path.
Okay. You going
Because-
west, east, or west?
North.
Okay, if you continue north,
Towards
you're on the path.
Silverkeep.
Yeah, if you're going north. Okay, so I see what you're saying. You're instead of going to the path and riding the road, you're just pretty much taking it off road to go directly towards Silverkeep.
Cutting that corner.
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially, like still kind of near the path, but not like out, not in the openness of the path.
All right, go ahead
That
and
makes
give
sense.
me another d20 roll.
It worked last time. Have to do it 3 times.
Really?
I'm done.
What'd you
I
roll?
quit.
One.
What'd you roll?
1.
Christ.
Are they weighted? I got these from Kraken.
With all the ones that have been rolled, I'm really glad we did not flip the negative side of that coin today.
Right?
Yeah.
By the way, any natural 20s, mention them.
We're not getting any of those.
Not today.
Not today.
I would like
Not
to
today.
with your permission to use digital dice.
Nope.
Damn it.
Oh, the digital dice would be worse. Digital dice hate people.
True. You'd be getting more ones
I don't know.
than
Let's
that.
test it. Let's test it. Roll a couple d20s on there. Let's see what happens.
See what the old
It
days
may
were
have
like.
the opposite
do I-
effect on her. Oh,
How do I
fuck.
do that?
/R1 space 1d20.
Or there's, if you look on the left-hand side too, you'll see the little tool list. You'll see a die, and you could just hit the d20 as well.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh my.
Yeah, look at those numbers.
Yeah.
I rolled a
That's
2.
about right
See?
for digital dice.
See? That's
And then
Oh,
tried
God.
again. Rolled a 5.
and a
Oh,
3
God.
and a 5 and a 16.
This is why we don't use digital dice.
Yep.
Yeah, roll 20. Their algorithm is bullshit. I don't trust it.
So, as you continue on,
No.
I'm going to say that you, like, with the speed of Regalia one, I'm going to say that you get to the outskirts of Silverkeep by the time it's getting a bit dark. I could get every one of you spellcasters to once again give me a Constitution saving throw.
No.
The one thing I'm good at, I'm not allowed to do.
This day. This game.
Okay.
All right.
Judging from Fox's face,
Chloe.
I think we have the same fate.
6.
6. Annika. And Zafira.
19.
19.
What I miss?
Zen, can I get another Constitution saving throw from you, please?
Yes. Nat 20.
Ooh,
Hey,
Super
the
good one. The
feet.
super good
Yeah.
one.
that's super good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
So, because the coin is in the positive effect right now, all nat 20s are bolstered. So, Zafira, you're fine. Chloe and Vanica, you lose another 3 spell slots. Zen.
What happened since I left?
Oh,
Zen,
Yeah?
you gained 3 spell
we just-
slots.
So I just gained back the ones I
You
lost?
Yep.
siphoned them.
You siphon like as like everyone's losing spell slots and like they go away, you reach out instinctively to grab them, like, you know, a hat is flying off the cart and you grab the magical energy and pull it into yourself.
I'm
You're
so
like,
sorry. I'm so
"Charlie."
sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah,
What's
Ugh.
happening?
I'm sorry.
never-
I think I took your I think I took your magic. I'm sorry. Just take it back. Don't be mad at
I
me.
don't think it works that way.
It doesn't work that way.
Okay. I just panicked for a second. I thought I
Both of
took
you
your
still had
magic.
spell slots remaining, right? The 2 of you who lost
Yes.
them? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know if you run out.
Oh. I'll
Wait,
let
what-
you
what-
know.
I
blacked
had
out for a second.
I had
what
cast
happened
roll
since
another-
I blacked out?
since you guys were continuing on to Silverkeep, I had cast roll another D20 as you guys are traveling. She rolled nat 1.
Yeah.
With
Similar dice.
another different dice.
Tried maybe digital dice might make
And I
her
did the
do
thing.
better, and it didn't.
Yeah. I
So
rolled
we're like,
So
fuck
Yeah.
the dice in general.
let's go ahead and do this before we continue on as you guys make camp for the night. Let's go ahead and take a quick break because I need to like eat some ibuprofen because I have
Yeah.
a massive migraine. So
Yep,
let's
yep.
go ahead, get up, stretch your legs, all that fun stuff, and we will be right back.
pulled it at the last minute.
And we are back.
And then I killed him with my bare hands.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
While we were
Hello.
cheering.
Mhm.
Hello.
Well, everybody gathered around me and cheered.
Even Danny's like metal.
right.
Alrighty.
Well, after that, the eventful first part of the day with
Yep.
Zen exploding and losing spell slots, you finally pull up to the outskirts of Silverkeep.
Hi again.
Just some random automaton guard like notices us, just keeps walking.
The slotty staff and is like, "You need us?" You
Nope.
said hi again, so like, you good?
It's only when I'm holding it. Stop. Cool. We're here. Let's set up camp. This place sucks ass. I don't want to go in there.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's why it was like, let's go on the
I-
outskirts. We don't need to go in.
I think we need a little bit of care from Belvedere right now.
When I met you on the outskirts of town. What?
So,
love it.
are you deploying the camp?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I'll hop out
need-
of this spider mech.
Okay, who has the camp on them? Okay,
Same moi.
Zen,
Yeah.
can
What are you gonna do to me?
boy.
I get... God damn it. God damn it.
My longest yeah boy ever. Yeah, boy. What are you gonna do to me? Well,
God, I want to make that a disadvantage now, but I won't.
that was not my fault. That was not my fault. That was Cass.
Can I go ahead and give me a saving throw for the camp? You could roll a d20 and say add 3
For the
Don't
camp.
give
for the camp.
Don't give.
Oh yeah, because
Don't
it
give
blew
her-
up. I got a 19.
19. All right. Camp unfurls, sets up perfectly fine as always.
Belvedere, you would not believe the morning I've had.
Is he like Belvedere kind of like looks at you and he's like, I'm sorry to say, ma'am, but you're the way that you are carrying yourself at the moment and the look on your face, I can have a understanding of the day you've had.
You can say it. I look like shit. I expect this at least once a day.
I would never insult.
Yesterday it
I
happened
would
twice.
never insult you like that, ma'am.
Yesterday it happened twice. Someone told me I look terrible. I'm just expecting it now.
No, you just look like you've been under a lot of stress.
I'm really carrying this team on my back.
Yeah, you're definitely the reason why the bingo card is full.
Shut up. Okay, like I told Rosa, everybody shut up. I have not even thirsted over anybody, and I've not even talked about food. So
Yet.
Not this episode.
Speaking of that,
keep my name out of your mouth.
We're only an hour and a half in, so plenty of time.
what are you feeling like for your evening meal?
You're not gonna get me like that, Rojan. You are not gonna get me like that. Why don't you shut up? Belvedere, I'm actually not feeling too hungry. I think I'm not gonna eat tonight.
Boulder Dash, you cannot go to bed on an empty stomach.
You're not the boss of me, but you're not the boss of me. You're not the boss of me. Belvedere,
I will then make you something.
I don't want to.
What about tea?
Ooh, tea sounds nice. I'll have some tea.
I could put on a pot of tea.
Thank you. Lots of milk and sugar, please. You know how I like it. And I go to my bathtub and I just jump in.
Okay.
I need to think. I need to soak.
Is the bathtub like your dome of understanding?
Yeah.
Look,
it's like
we've all
Bruce
gotta do a
Almighty.
shower and
It's
done our
like
deep
Bruce.
thinking.
I'm like Bruce Almighty, where I just all my clothes off and then jump in the bath.
Belvedere?
Yes, ma'am.
I am interested in your origins, as of who made you.
Well, I must say I do not know. I just seemingly came into existence one day and in service to all of you at this camp.
Thank you. Oh, that's right. He was it was a raccoon present,
Yep.
wasn't it? Got
Yep.
it. Okay.
Belvedere and the camp are a raccoon present.
Would you happen to know anything about autonomy and things besides you being what you are?
Well, to be fair, ma'am, I am not completely autonomous. I am not a robot, as you say.
I mean, you are more than one. I know.
I am more of an arcane being housed in a metal and wood form.
So you wouldn't really know fully how to decipher these then? And I show him the blueprint for the power armor.
He like scans over them for a moment and he shakes his head. I'm sorry to say that this is all gibberish to me.
That was worth a shot. Thank you for trying.
I'm happy to be of assistance when I can. Now, are you also foregoing your evening meal, or can I get you anything specific, or are we just leaving it up to dealer's choice?
I'm on a tea cleanse. Highly recommend.
No, I'm not. I'm not in a tea cleanse. Do we have tomato soup? I think grilled cheese and tomato soup would be good.
Is that good with the rest of you, or are you all putting in personal orders?
I was about to ask for quail, but honestly, comfort food is good. Tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches, please.
Would you like some mozzarella sticks as well?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You
Incredible.
hear Zenith snort from the bathtub at quail. Like, are you kidding me? Quail.
I was going to ask for quail, but mozzarella sticks is a good.
I was
second
going
choice.
to ask for caviar.
Well, I was gonna upgrade to tomato bisque, but let's go with the mozzarella.
I suppose.
Oh, we
These
don't even need
peasants
marinara
were-
sauce. We could just dip the mozzarella sticks in the tomato.
I'm
soup.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes!
I'm just not doing the normal barbarian. I go hunt my food.
These peasants and their food, very funny, very interesting. What's a mozzarella stick?
I was gonna have some
what's the
roasted
silver
duck, but-
spoon?
I was gonna have some roasted duck, but I would totally fuck with McDonald's.
Yes. Yes.
I was going to have some caviar, but a trash bag sub sounds good to me too.
Is
Sir,
it
sir,
comfort
can you make a Big Mac?
McRib.
A McRib.
McRib. All right, we hit that bingo spot. I think we're
Yep.
good.
I mean,
Foie
that
gras.
sounds nice, but they said comfort food, so I wouldn't mind, like, I don't know, like a bowl of fruit as well, just to add a little kick that I need, because I'm just a little.
Just
Great.
a crumb, sir. Just a crumb.
Oh, of course, I can. Would you like just a bowl of fruit, or would you like a fruit salad?
Like a
Yum,
yeah,
yum.
like a fruit salad. That way I can, maybe get some cranberries
yummy.
and nuts in there, but like some good like some dragon fruit and mango, maybe some grapes, and it would just be so delightful.
Easily.
Dragon fruit.
Thank you.
And he looks over to Chloe. Any special orders for you, ma'am?
No, I'll just have some of all of that. That sounds great.
Belvedere, I hate to be a bother, but could you also bring me a thing of whiskey? I'd just like to mix my tea and whiskey.
I was actually about to ask Belvedere to
Ah.
bring some alcohol for you because
I like a little tea with my whiskey.
As a tea connoisseur, I'm trying to think what tea would even go well with whiskey. I'm like, oh.
That's a good point.
Don't
haven't
worry
tried
about
that.
that.
Look, it's
I'm
not
thinking
it's
like
not
you said you like
it's not about the
It's all
taste.
about tasting good.
It's about making it's about making you forget about the troubles of the day.
It's about the message.
fair.
The
It's a-
message
it's
is
a-
about to be deleted.
It's not a taste, it's a distraction.
you said plenty of cream and sugar, so now I'm thinking like, oh, how about you substitute it for Bailey's instead?
No, I'm gonna down my tea once it's cooled, and then I'm just gonna drink from the whiskey and just hang out in the bath with my whiskey.
It's a giant bottle of Jack.
Just 1,000-yard stare.
Okay.
I love how before you were all like super fancy, like the like in the bath with like the cucumbers on the eyes, drinking wine and everything, and now you're just like, just give me a fucking bottle of whiskey.
Life
Leave the
is
I need to
bottle.
get drunk.
Leave the bottle.
Leave the bottle.
That's what
Yeah.
happens after you travel with us for a couple weeks.
It's
Yeah.
the whole joke of level 1 versus level 20.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So
Well, now she could still be high class. It could be Black Label. Just saying.
Bring me your finest whiskey.
all right.
And I'm just in the bath, just drinking whiskey and staring off into space, watching all the blue magic.
Just flashbacks going on. So Belvedere prepares your food and brings it along with you. When he brings you your whiskeys in, he does bring you like a half sandwich and a bowl of soup. Like, I do understand that you are going through some trouble right now, Matt, but if you are going to drink all of that whiskey, you are going to need something in your stomach.
Belvedere's right.
Belvedere's a daughtering mother. He's not gonna, take no for an answer.
Yeah.
The last thing you need is resuscitation from me.
Yeah, you don't brush your teeth.
I have a different method.
I'm like, I'll think
flex as a fist.
about it, Belvedere. I just really want to soak right now.
Of course. If nobody needs me for anything else, I will continue to catalog the bags that Danny brought.
Mm-mm. I think once Belvedere turns his back, I summon my panther, who I haven't named yet, and I feed him the sandwich.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah. By the way,
As like your aquatic panther just forms out of the cloak that's like draped over a chair next to the bath,
It's
and he-
wet bread.
walks over and just chomps down the sandwich.
Can I see it dissolving and like getting digested?
No, you can't see like his
Oh.
insides. He just gobbles it down, and he kind of sits there and he like looks at you and then looks back at the bowl of soup
How
and
about
just quickly just laps it up.
it? Good boy, good boy. Such
Look, when I asked
easy
for a
boy.
TLDR, you guys missed some details.
Oh, Zen got a magic item that allows her to summon a panther.
And also
wa-
to travel
Gotcha.
through any
Yeah.
sort of liquid.
Yeah, a water elemental panther.
Oh, interesting.
What should I name you? I feel it's something cool.
Dasani.
Hmm.
oh my
I'll give
god.
Aquafina.
I'll give it a good think. Well, it's yeah.
Fiji.
Hmm. I look at the bottle of whiskey.
Smart water.
What about Jack?
Kinda-
James.
It kind of just like looks at you and just lays down.
I don't like it either. You're right. Sometimes I think, what a panther, you're my only friend.
Sad Chloe noises.
Ouch. Just ouch.
This is why I need my camera on. I can't control my facial expressions.
It was a joke, by the way. It was just a
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah. I figured.
Hmm.
Danielle's probably just walking the perimeter.
Okay.
Don't peek.
Anybody else doing anything for the night?
I am going through the blueprints.
Okay.
Ooh,
Um,
yeah.
And let's see. Okay, at 8 hours, need to roll. Okay. Oh, at 8 hours, I need to roll for
Yeah.
it. Enlarge, reduce. Enlarge reduces the 8-hour requirement by half hour each time. And I've had 1 success so far, so it's 7.5 hours. So I'd like to do enlarge on the. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. When you're done.
Okay.
I just want.
I want to enlarge the blueprints
Book?
again.
Okay. How long are you reading the book for?
How much time do I have?
Yes.
It's about an hour's downtime before like you would need to like rest.
Okay, and I'll do it for the hour.
Okay.
I
You'll
kind of call out like, what are we thinking in terms of the notebook that tells you everything you need to know? Should we attempt that tonight or no?
I don't think Danielle heard you.
I said,
I mean you
what
should
do we think?
be you should be
I'm
fine as
outside
long as you
walking.
don't as long as Cass doesn't have to roll for it.
Mm.
I'm sorry, am I allowed to do that on stream? Oh my god, I
Yeah,
should have
I've
asked
done it
first.
before.
Okay.
I told you guys to flip me off when my microphone died.
True.
Yeah,
I forgot.
I said, do you
Yeah.
think that we should attempt the notebook tonight? The one that tells us everything we need to know?
Do you have a death wish?
I'm trying to be
Jesus.
helpful. We've got the world's ending.
You just hear her voice traveling
You-
around you as she's talking with you.
You ask a wizard if they have a death wish. Yes.
I don't have a death wish. I'm just trying to be helpful.
I understand that, but there are limits.
Do I need
To
to
my-
roll for the half hour?
No, you roll once that time hits 8 hours. You'll roll again.
Okay. Okay.
What's Chloe doing?
I think Chloe ventures out a ways from the camp. She's going to take out her cello and play some music for a while, but she doesn't want to bother anyone with it. And she's not summoning the dead with it. She's just playing music. But cellos can be quite loud, so she doesn't want to bother anyone.
No,
Oh,
cellos are
love
awesome.
the sound of cellos.
Cellos
Oh,
are so cool.
cellos are gorgeous.
Can I try to hear?
It's because they have more of a
Nice.
bass, so it's
Yeah,
definitely.
if
reverberates,
anything, you
yeah.
probably feel it.
Yeah, I mean, she's not venturing so far out that, people wouldn't be able to hear her if she screamed for some reason. But, so you probably do hear it. It's just faint. And it's a fairly melancholy tune. That's what cellos are good for, is sad music. So
I think I
Vanica,
prob-
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
go ahead.
I was going to ask Vanica, what languages did you decide on?
So I've picked 4 out of the 6 so far. I'm struggling. Because I'm trying to not make a campaign 2 of Destiny Forge mistake where I pick a language that I think would be common and then it was never ever touched. So I'm trying to be semi-useful. Let me go ahead and pull this up.
Says the
real quick.
person who's about to have like 12 languages. Good lord.
Yeah, pretty much. So far I have 9 languages, so I need to pick 2 more. So what I know so far is Celestial, Common, Draconic, Druidic, Elvish, Infernal, Primordial, Sylvan, Umbral.
Okay.
I feel like Umbral would come in handy because that's like Shadow Realm, shadow shit happening. I don't know.
Mhm.
Could come in handy.
Yeah.
I mean,
So yeah, I don't know what the other 2 are. I was thinking of getting like super unique and out there, but there's so many fucking languages. I'm like, oh
Just
god.
save it until we come across something, maybe.
I was gonna say, like, you have that one book that you did try to bring up, of the book that has that we were originally going to have. You said the
the Ancient Elven.
yeah, you did say that you had the book. But is that what you were talking about when you said like you want to go about the book that has knowledge of everything or whatever? Is that the same one or no? I don't remember.
The
The
notebook
knowledge
that
of
almost killed
everything.
me? That's the
No.
one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the
Ah.
notebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to do the notebook tonight?
I think instead I just put my robe on and I just kind of pad out to where Chloe is and I keep a nice distance and I just like to listen to the music. I don't want to bother her.
Okay.
With my water panther. Actually, when there's a break in the music, I think Zenith will kind of maybe come a little closer and be like, can I don't mean to sound like nosy or anything, but are you alright?
Oh, I didn't know you were there. Yeah, I'm okay. It's
Yep.
just, everything lately has been a lot.
You just seem a bit sad. And I hold out my whiskey bottle to her.
Oh, yes, please.
Belvedere hooked me up.
I didn't know he had alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm just, thinking about everything that's going on. It's all very big picture stuff. I've never really been a big picture person. I just kind of live on the road and do my own thing, not to be a part of society. That's where I'm comfortable. This is all very uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I think we're doing the right thing. Somebody's got to do it, right?
Doesn't have to be us. It's like what you said. There are a lot of people out there, a lot more powerful and smarter. We could just... I think about it sometimes.
Yeah, me
Maybe-
too.
Maybe that makes me a bad person, but I mean...
Well, if it does, then we're both bad people.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad that you're sticking around at least for however long. But I
Yeah.
know it's a lot.
I'm just like way out of my element with all this. I mean, I know we're all kind of in over our heads, but at least Danny's a, I don't know, extraplanar being or whatever. She's from a different place, so all this weird stuff is kind of within her wheelhouse. And you studied this stuff in school, so you kind of know what's going on. And Vanica, okay, maybe this is like her first time out of the woods, but she's been a guardian of the woods for so many years. And Zafira, she was raised by a hag. So,
Keep your voice down.
even if she doesn't realize it, this weird stuff is still within her wheelhouse too. Me, I'm just, a vagrant that likes to tell stories, play music sometimes. It's a bit much.
Well, I don't think of you like that. I think you're pretty powerful. Just maybe circumstances haven't worked out for you to maybe reach that full potential.
Yeah, my magic doesn't really seem to work on the things we're coming up against, does it?
Well, when it does, they won't know what hit them.
Hopefully.
Yeah. It just feels like maybe there's a bit of a mental block for you, maybe.
Yeah. I always feel like I should be running away, you know?
Mm-mm. Oh, if you need to, I would understand, but I feel somewhat obligated to see this to the end. I almost feel like a bit responsible, which I've never felt responsible in my life. So this is a terrible feeling.
You're growing up, Zen.
I feel like I'm having a crisis.
Maybe that means you're doing the right thing.
Well, maybe same goes for you.
Yeah, maybe. I think maybe I need to go to Meyerfall.
For you?
For me.
Well, like I told you the first time we argued about it, I fully support you doing that, and I will have your back. And if you want, you could even disguise me as you. I'll go in your place and see what the reception is, and I'll report back. You don't even
Oh.
have to worry about it.
I could give you my disguise cloak.
Yeah? I'll help you. As long as I don't die, I'll help you.
Well, I can never promise that, given everything that happened today.
Considering this last time was my fault, I also can't guarantee that either. Sorry if I gave you a scare.
I was terrified.
There's really no need to be.
You looked like an overcooked chicken.
Damn.
I can't help that I'm hot. Just kidding. I don't know how to explain it, but a while back I just got this sense that like something's watching out for me. And maybe it's led me to be a bit reckless, but I feel alright. I guess I'm not really incredibly scared of death right now. Maybe I will be later. After a couple more near-death experiences, I'll be a bit more frightened.
Now, do you mean like something divine watching out for you, or something a little more on the mortal side? Because I've been thinking, as long as we've got Vanica and Zafira at our side, even if we do face death, I feel like they can pull us back.
It's more than that, I think. I'm not a particularly religious person, but I just feel like a presence. And it's not Zenoa, because I know he probably doesn't give a shit if I live or die. But it's something else. I can't explain it. It's weird. But I feel okay. I wasn't too worried, which is why I might be a bit reckless. I'll try to be less so you don't have any grey snakes growing out of your hair.
Well, I've already got a white one. What's a gray one, right?
Yeah. So.
I don't know. I think I like the reckless Zen. It may be reckless, but it's also confidence,
Well, it's partially your fault. So.
You're welcome.
Alright. Well, you sound really good on the cello. Cello is my favorite instrument.
It's one of mine too.
I will leave you to it then. Do you want some more? And I hold the whiskey bottle out to her.
I would love some more. Thank you.
So while the two
I don't have cooties.
While the two of you are talking and drinking your whiskey, Danny, as you're walking the perimeter, I have to ask, because it's a question that I always have to ask in these situations. What is your passive perception?
Oh no.
I was waiting for something. Passive perception is 15. A little high, but...
So around your probably third patrol around the perimeter of your camp, off in the distance, probably about a good 60 feet away from camp, in the darkness, you just see a pair of like white eyes watching you. Like if you stand still and you kind of stare out of it, you kind of see like just like this individual sort of like hunched down a little bit on all fours, just sort of taking in the sight of your camp.
I would like to use magic awareness.
Okay. What does magical
Basically,
awareness do?
You can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover.
Well,
When you sense a spell.
thankfully enough for you, the items in the tent are behind total cover at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But no, you are getting a read of multiple magical items on the individual out there. Probably about 4 of them. One of them of immense power.
Do any of them look like actual weapons? Or are they like...
You can't see them. You just know they're there.
Just know
like
they're
the
there.
only thing you see in the shadows is just this pair of white eyes.
Do I get a sense of the school of magic from the strongest one?
Give me a second. It's a combination of evocation and necromancy.
Ooh,
Like
my
they
faves.
like seemingly working in tandem with one another.
There is the subtle sound from her shield rapping as she always walks around with her shield. As she just takes a few more steps along her path, but then stops and just focuses on them. The magic vision goes away. And she starts to kind of start branching away from camp, see if she can just get a little bit closer.
As you move closer, this individual does not move. You know they could see you as like their eyes are following you, but they don't seem to mind or even care that you're getting closer to them.
Did you say that they're on their hands and knees?
Yeah, it looks like they're hunched down on their on their hands and probably knees or like on the balls of their feet.
Ugh. This is on the other side of camp from where me and Chloe are.
Yeah, it's like Danny is on one side, you guys are on the other.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's not patrolling anymore. She is intent on either discovering who this is or at the very least keeping them at bay. She'll get within about 40 feet,
Okay.
just staring right back at it.
And it sort of takes its full focus is now on you, as it like sort of shifts its body, still keeping down in like the hunched down form that it's in.
Her open arm reaches back and just kind of gets a grasp on her axe, but doesn't draw it
Hey,
yet.
child.
Ominous shadow.
One of ours.
Seelie or unseelie?
One of ours.
Just kind of raises an eyebrow.
We extend a courtesy of your life, given your parentage.
Her hand slowly comes away from her weapon. And what do I owe the pleasure?
I am not here for you, child. Something was stolen from me, and I am here to reclaim it. As she fully stands now, easily a good 12 feet tall. As she walks closer to you as the shadows sort of part away from her. And she is in a, like, almost what looks to be a dirtied leather robe. Various necklaces made of, like, different animal bone around her neck, bracelets hanging off of her wrists. In her right hand is just like this gnarled staff that looks like it was ripped from a deep root of a tree. And she's wearing a full-on elk skull. Is almost
Madame
like a helmet.
Zaz kind of thing? Like almost like Madame Zaz, but just more
Almost,
actual
yeah,
helm?
yeah, like how Madame Zaz, like how Zaz had like a almost like a half helm, like it was more like a mask. This is a full-on skull that's on her head.
She'll just kind of lean back a little bit, just so that she can actually keep focus on their eyes. And could you describe this stolen item?
Less of an item, more of a promise.
So not something that can be given back so freely.
She like reaches her hand out and points it to the camp. And it's just like a brief focus, and you feel like a low hum begin to like emanate around the two of you. My glorious magic users in the camp, can I get Constitution saving throws?
Is this the same day?
This is the same day. You guys have not.
Okay.
You guys have not laid down for your night's rest yet.
Yep. Taking forever on this last sandwich. I'm just gonna take this off. Okay, new die. Fuck you.
Chloe, what'd you get?
My luck is changing. I got a 19.
Okay. Zen,
Dirty 20 this time.
nice. Zafira, that's your name. Muted.
17.
Okay, and Vanica. Vanica, you lose another 3 spell slots. As you just see her reach her hand out and just sort of pull something and grasp it and like bring it to like the front of the mask, and she just inhales.
Yeah, she actually watches as the fingers extend. She'll watch the last 6 seconds and see what it is she's actually doing magically.
As like you just see her just have like this orb of energy, and she just inhales it. Well,
Great
it's running
voice.
dry.
Okay, so you were asking for that specifically. Okay.
I'm asking for the one who took my promise, my birthright, my title.
Can I make an insight check to see if this is like some sort of like warlock pact thing?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check to see if Danny can put two together what she's talking about.
Fair enough. That is a 16 total.
It doesn't seem like she's talking about some sort of warlock pact. But given the events of what has gone on and what you have witnessed today and the discussions that you and your group have had, almost feels like she's talking about Zen.
Mm-hmm.
Child of the Fae, I offer this courtesy to you out of respect. Bring me the thief, and all is forgiven.
I'm so sorry. But it's time I had your kneecaps. And she just rages, first
Okay.
off. So I need a D8.
Yes. Wild magic bullshittery.
Yeah.
Danny, can I get a Constitution saving throw from you?
Yes. Because magic.
Because uncontrolled.
Can we all see this, or
Ooh.
it's just those two for now?
So this is the same day, you said.
This is das same day.
Natural 20.
Very nice.
Used me.
So you get two effects that kick off from your wild magic because of this natural. First off, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you could see. Until your rage ends, you could use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
As well, an intangible spirit, which looks like a flump or a pixie, your choice, appears
Flump.
within 5 feet of the creature of your choice that you could see within 30 feet of you. At the end of your turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet must make a dex saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. Until your rage
So-
ends, you can use this effect again, summoning another spirit on each of your turns
So what happens is
as a bonus action.
Danielle disappears. The flump is there instead. Danielle has her weapon already out.
Okay?
So that's technically drawing my weapon through movement, kneecaps
Okay.
from behind.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
All right. Okay,
Would we have
rolling.
felt that reverberation and maybe gone to like investigate?
You don't feel the reverberation, but you feel something. You feel that very familiar sense of somebody just pulling the arcane energy or trying to pull the arcane energy out of you.
Would I see it with my like would I see that magic leaving
you-
Vanica?
You wouldn't, because Vanica's in the tent and the two of you are outside drinking whiskey. So you wouldn't see
If I
it.
felt that same sense, I feel like I
But
would
you
have looked
feel
over
it.
my shoulder.
Yeah, but you
feel
can't.
it.
You can't see her. You can feel it. You just don't see any arcane energy being pulled because neither you nor Chloe lost anything.
I feel like if I felt something, I might go see what's going on.
Okay. Danny, what was that attack roll?
Total of a 23.
A 23. Very nice. Okay, give me 1 second. So,
Yeah.
I like. If you want, Zen, you can give everybody the heads up that something's going on while you're going to see, or you can go yourself and just like just get up and leave Chloe and go around like to the other side of the camp. You're muted.
I said I was already leaving Chloe, so
Okay.
I would probably like follow it, unsure if anybody else felt it, because nobody's sticking their head out and being like, what is that? So I'd probably follow the feeling.
So you like walk around the corner of the tent as you see and probably hear Danny raging as she teleports behind this this 12-foot tall individual. A flump appears in front of her and Danny swings her axe like knee level, and you're expecting just a very I think Danny's expecting a very maybe cathartic sound of axe breaking into kneecap. but it cleaves clean through as the individual vanishes in like just a burst of shadow, as just like a swarm of gnats flies off, and there's just like this loud echoing cackling following it.
Why do they always run?
Hell happened? Are you okay?
No. Zen,
What?
get in the tent.
Get in the tent, Zen.
I'm in camp.
Get in the tent.
What is going on?
Just you.
Oh
Everyone
my
else
God.
out.
Oh my God. I don't get in the tent and I wait for everybody else to come out.
Okay.
Come out. What the hell just happened?
We have a problem. Seems the Fae are involved with what's going on in Braidwardeth and why you all are feeling ill.
I didn't do it.
I know.
Okay.
I would say it's more akin to Madame Zaz. But it wasn't her. Someone
Oh.
more icky.
As you say that, as you're having that conversation, the flump explodes.
Right.
What did they look like?
You know how Madame Zaz had that, like, mask?
Yeah.
This one had a full helm of a bone skull. And they were 12 feet tall, and then I just kind of explained what they looked like. Still keeping an eye out. Like, did I see the direction it went? The flying gnats?
For the brief moment of like light that you had, yeah, I was flying like back over to you, like heading towards what you would only assume is Braidward.
Can I do either a history or arcana check to see if I know more about her or that person?
Given with who you were raised with, yes, you can. You can give me a history check.
I was gonna say, being Fae, can I do a check? If that sounds familiar.
Being connected to the forests as you are, I would say you can get a check too.
Okay. I'm sorry, what kind of check?
History.
History, okay.
I leave it in your capable hands.
I know how the dice have been today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I roll big. Okay, cool.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay.
All right, what'd you guys get?
I rolled a
7.
18 for a 17.
13 for a 17.
Hey.
Hey. So, the two of you, you don't know much about this individual. You've heard in your own, like, by your own means and by, like, your own ways growing up. You've heard of an individual who seemingly tries to claim a constant domain over the swamps of Braidwardeth. Braidwardeth itself is for the individuals and the like that live in Braidwardeth. It's almost like a constant, almost civil war is going on between the entities that live there. But this one always seems to be the one who comes out on top. This one always seems to be the one who rules rules over all others. You don't know her name, though the description of the full skull, like elf helm, not elf helm, but the elk helm, is what sort of triggers the, like, just triggers like a little flash of information in your brain. As everybody who has ever come across her, even like talking to your grandmother and stuff, you have been told to avoid the woman in the elk skull. She is
So very much not grandma magic.
she is dangerous. She is sadistic, and she is the definition of evil and greed.
This is bad. This is really bad.
Like,
Wait,
is this
what
like
did
called
you
grandma bad?
I'm sorry,
just
what was
look
that?
First answers Zafira is like, this is grandma magic bad.
No, worse than
And-
grandma magic bad.
And then just looks at Maul's character, Zenith. It's like,
Like you
I
feel
don't know
your
this
heart,
person.
like you can actually feel your heart pounding, Zafira, out of just like the initial fear that you get when you realize who this was.
This is like like grandma warnings and not nighttime scaring, but like this is not monster in the closet bad. This is
The monster's now in the room.
well, no, I just mean like it's bigger than the monster in the closet. It's bigger. Even my grandma and her friends, they don't they stay away from her.
Well,
I
what's
don't-
she doing here?
They never
points
said
over to
their names,
Braidworth.
Okay,
We're not
let's
even in Braidworth.
Yeah, let's not go to Braidwall.
Yeah, we're not even near it.
Yeah, let's go back to the keep.
She just siphoned the shit out of all of you.
I didn't
Wait,
get
where is
anything
she?
sucked out of me.
Where'd
Do
she
y'all
go?
do you feel like you've been missing a little bit of your magic?
Oh, the essence has been dwindling, and I'm not gonna lie, I got terrified and was going to reach out to my god to see if our connection was being severed.
That's her.
Where is she?
Why?
Where'd she go?
She went back to Braidworth.
So this was a warning.
She was trying to get you. Points at Zen.
I've never met
Touch her rock! You touched her rock!
She exploded like it.
She made
I
it
don't
sound like
know.
you took one of her promises. Something she was promised.
Promises.
Okay. Time out. Whoa. Hold on.
Wait.
Wait, I'm a little drunk right now.
I'm just a wee bit drunk. Okay, let me think about this. Let me think about this for a second. If it exploded.
Right.
Zafira's right. But now I've got all this, and I show, and there's that blue stuff going up my arms and in my body. I'm like, I've got all this. If there's a way that she could just take it out of me, then it won't be a problem.
Yeah, did you miss the part where Zafira just said that she's not good news?
If we
If
Yeah.
she's after us, then it's not good. But I don't know if she could be reasoned with. You spoke to her. You
Partially.
talked with her. Okay. So
She was demanding.
Well, the stories do say that.
And the only
she's
reason
relentless.
I'm apparently still alive is because she felt the connection to the Fae with me.
what was that, Vanica?
I was just saying that, like, I've heard stories about her, and she sounds ruthless and horrible. So I think that though it saved your life, I think it was just a warning. I feel like if she doesn't get what she wants, we're not safe.
Zenith?
Uh-huh.
You have sending, right?
Yeah.
Can you warn my grandma what's going on?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
She probably knows more about her, and see if I don't know.
You don't think she can be reasoned with? Like, there's not a way for her to take this out of me and be like, sorry, didn't know, no harm, no foul.
I
Well,
don't
she
know.
seemed to laugh as she left, so...
Well, you took a swing at her knees.
Yep.
She seemed
You
very
attacked her?
Yes,
Yep.
she did.
What? Why? Use your words, not your fists.
I did.
Absolutely.
Why?
Not your aggressive words, not your aggressive words.
I mean,
Sophia,
to be fair,
oh.
she was reasonable.
She's like, oh god.
To be
Oh, no,
fair,
you-
we didn't
Danica
know
wasn't
that.
there. She doesn't know.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Danny was being reasonable. Danny was actually having a conversation.
Mhm,
What did
mhm.
she say that made you attack her?
Well, it seemed like she wanted to kill you
Well, okay.
for whatever this blue stuff is. So I'd rather not lose you, or anyone else for that matter. That being said, I know I was acting a little bit by myself, but bad vibe. Very bad vibe.
Well,
I mean,
this is honestly
maybe that's
just
the voice.
a very, and as you say that, I'm like, oh fuck, interloper. Well, okay.
But it's not...
Can I maybe like try to sense where that voice came from? Am I able to reach out or no?
Give me an Arcana roll,
Oh,
or
come on,
if you want, you can use sending.
to that voice. Can I
Yeah.
do an Arcana roll first, and then try sending? Or do I have to pick one or the other?
I'd say you could do both.
Thank you, boss. Ooh, I got a 21.
A 21 Arcana roll.
Yeah.
How are you reaching out?
Like with my mind, like psychically, like I want to feel the same feeling I felt when I heard that word interloper and find the recess of my brain where it might have like connected with and reach out through that.
Okay. How to say this? The connection is still there. It's faint. But you may be able to just reach out to her like that if you wish.
I might be able to reach out,
However,
but I don't want to do it if you guys don't want me to.
you do know that
Okay.
you do know that if you reach out to her like this, you are technically allowing her back into your
Back into my what?
sorry,
Your
into
mind.
your mind.
I thought
Like-
she was there the whole time.
No, she just sent you a message. It's just like if you're gonna reach out to her just trying to like ping her with your mind, you're opening that door for her.
If I do sending, would that do the same thing or no?
No, sending is a spell. Sending
Okay.
you'll technically be shielded.
Okay. I can send her a message and just try to explain, but I don't want to do that if it'll put you guys in danger, if you don't want me to.
You think you could sum it all up in how many words?
Yeah, I can be succinct.
Okay. It's up to you.
Gosh, I'm so
You're
nervous
the one
to
at
do it
rest
right
now.
What's that?
Uh,
What's that, Zoro?
she knows where we are. She knows where we are. So it's not like we can hide this. So it doesn't matter if she reaches out or not. She knows where we are. And I think she will know going forward. So there's
Yeah.
no use in hiding.
Running.
So yeah.
I'm gonna
Good luck.
reach out then. And I say, I'm the interloper. Wish to chat. Total misunderstanding. Never meant to steal from you. Any way we can resolve this amicably, let me know. Thanks. Was that exactly 25?
Exactly
was.
25.
Hell yeah.
Almost instantly, you get a response. but it isn't a voice. You're shown images. A pathway through Braidwarden, leading you to a central grove. You see those large pieces of uprooted earth in almost a perfect circle, save for the one that you destroyed. You get the sense that you are being shown the way as to where to go to meet this individual. But what follows next is very detailed and graphic images of you and your friends in various states of death and decay. Cities burning. People being changed into strange, disjointed, undead creatures following this individual. The corruption changing, manipulated, and now controlled by this one individual. The second image is almost as if somebody has joined the call. And then you're back to your own faculties.
Okay. Would I know that if through the message, I just want to make sure I'm understanding correctly, if I go into the grove with my friends, we are definitely gonna die, or the scenes of death and decay are because if we don't go to the grove?
You get the sense that the scenes of death and decay are if you willingly give up or give her what she wants.
Oh, easy choice. Okay.
So you get a sense that if you don't stop her, you and your friends and pretty much anybody who has any sort of magical inclination is going to start suffering from her, as she's going to start siphoning off more and more of that spell energy. She's only stronger.
What she
Can
need
we
the rocks
choose
for?
after a long rest to not claim any spells for
Nope.
the day? Are we cool with that?
You can't.
Damn it.
That would be bad.
Damn it.
That would actually be a bad thing for you, because if you have no spells, guess what happens? You start suffering the other effects after running out of spell slots.
What?
Yep, I asked you
But
guys to tell me when you
I'll
ran out of
just
spell
use a
slots.
rapier.
Um,
Ran out of spell slots and I didn't claim
You
them.
won't live long enough
Okay.
to use the rapier.
Malls.
do I get an idea of how she's been building her power prior to losing that stone? Like, can I sense from like the circle? Can I infer anything arcane wise from that? Maybe from my studies, like it seemed familiar.
You do know that circle, the amount of arcane energy that you witness in that vision, would take an immense amount of focused power. This would take more power than one individual could muster.
So I can infer she's not working alone.
You could infer that when she used this ritual to uproot those stones, she was not alone. It would be impossible. This would even be like an immense task for even a god. So there was a lot, like, from your training and from your understanding of the arcane arts, there was definitely a lot of time, a lot of preparation, and a lot of sacrifice put into this one ritual in order for it to finally, come to a head and activate.
Can I maybe understand why that one piece flew off so haphazardly when the others seemed to kind of stay in place?
They didn't necessarily stay in place. They were all flung out. It's just you, unfortunately, were next to one when it hit.
Hmm.
So Wait, I'm sorry. So are there more stones outside of Braidwater then?
They're not outside of Braidwater. They're now back in Braidwater. They were pulled back in and then pulled down.
Okay,
So-
but because she used the necklace to the time turner thingy, then it wasn't pulled back
No.
then.
No, this is basically
She blew up
this
the rock.
person.
She blew up the rock, and that's why it didn't
Oh.
go back because there was nothing
Got
to
it.
recall.
Okay, I was getting my timeline mixed up of
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah. So basically, this
just-
witch or whatever has already pulled all the other stones together in formation. The
Mhm.
missing piece is Zen now.
So if she doesn't have that circled, can I infer what happens? Like she doesn't have any power, or
It's not that she doesn't have any power. It's just the ritual itself isn't operating at full capacity. And yeah, in most senses, playing keep away probably would be the best bet, but you've already felt some of the ramifications as she keeps pulling arcane energy from you, and you can only assume that she's pulling it from everybody, meaning places like Rensera are just a buffet of arcane energy to pull from.
I can't tell whether exploding that stone was a good thing or a bad thing.
Considering what I just saw, I'd say it was a good thing.
You saw it too?
No, the only person that saw it was Zen.
No, the only person that saw the person was me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what you meant. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got good news and bad news. Which would you all like to hear first?
Always the bad
Bad-
news first.
Bad news first.
All right. Because she's missing one of the rocks, which I blew up. Sorry again. She's going to be siphoning magic from magic users. So anybody, like, even as far as Rensera, could be affected by this if she's not taken care of.
I still have that rock piece. Can't we just give her that?
The thing is that we don't want to give her that, because once she's at full power with this ritual circle I saw, she's going to wield the corruption like it's a puppet, and people are going to turn into ghastly undead beings and fall under her power. She just seems like really bad news. So the good news is it's good that we stole it so that she didn't make that happen. However, she is going to siphon magic from those who have it, and it's not going to look pretty unless we stop her. Another thing that's mildly concerning is that the amount of power that I saw at this ritual, I've never seen power like that before. That's like god level. So I don't think she's working alone, but she's definitely no pushover. She's pretty tough.
So
What's the
There's
good news?
more?
Good news is that we kept her from being able to complete the ritual, and she's not going to
Okay.
spread the corruption out and turn people into undead and create an army of sorts, I guess. So we stopped it, but now she's not happy.
But she's
Well,
also not working
yeah.
alone.
Guess not. Maybe? It's hard to tell from... It was a lot.
yes, Annika?
Since she suggests maybe she wasn't alone, can I do another check to see if maybe just from stories that she's had like companions, or maybe common stories of her and someone else have always been involved with each other, or anything?
You do know that in Braidwater there is a hostile union of hags that live down there that will at times, when it benefits them, will come together in a sort of temporary coven in order to obtain more power or knowledge.
I really have to have sending. I really should pick that
Why
up.
is it always hags?
Welcome to every one of my D&D campaigns.
I was gonna say Corey loves hags. That's just his thing. He loves them.
It's either a hag book.
Hags
It's either
are
hag books.
an infestation
spot books.
in this world. They are all over the place.
It's his bread and butter.
I mean, all the stories that I've heard about Braidwater do tend to mention hags in some way. That's why people more or less just stay away.
Mm.
Um,
You said
Well-
your grandmother is not a fan of this person, Zafira.
Yeah, her and her poker group always warned me against her. She's like the worst nighttime, like bedtime story ever.
the
So
bad coven.
do you think we can't
Bad.
we can't rely on their help then? They would be too afraid.
No, I don't know if they're afraid. They just
Is
told
that
me
just
that
like a turf
it's
war?
not meant to be.
Not okay, maybe
Kinda?
not turf war, more like a rivalry. I guess it's not turf because they're not sharing the same turf, but like rivalry of the covens.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't-
That's like picking a fight
That
yeah,
is
they
with another
they
gang.
they warned me to stay away from them because I'm not as powerful with the grandma magic or anything. I think you have to be a grandma to have grandma magic, and me and I don't even know if I want kids right now, but anyway, that's why I think that if we could reach out to her and tell her what's going on, she knows more about it than me. I'm sure that like even with the nighttime stories that she's told me, there's still some stuff that she's not fully telling me because maybe it was too bad.
Maybe that's why.
I was too little. I don't know.
They just seem really bad. I mean, her alone. Who knows how many others are involved, but just her alone from the stories is bad.
If there's multiple of her, that's world ending.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
Convince them
I feel-
to turn coat.
Can
I feel
someone
like they're
reach
not
out?
bothered by too much other than their own agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Can someone reach out
That
to
is.
my grandma about this? Because I'll give you something if it's a issue of like of how you're feeling and everything. I'll heal. I'll give you a health potion or something if it. I don't know. But
Rojan,
I think she should know.
when you say we're out of spell slots, you mean that we've used them all, or if they were all taken from us?
They were like if you've used them, or if they're taken from you. Like if you're down to 0 spell slots completely and like a combination, I need to know.
I
Okay.
got the spell slots I mixed up again. I always think that the spell slots is like this is how many first level spells that you can cast, not that. And
Yeah,
then
it is.
I see your slots total, slots remaining, things like that. So
So
it doesn't take, you weren't taking from their total.
no, just the remaining.
Got it. Okay. I was like really concerned. I was like, that's really messed up. You're like full on
No,
taking their ability to cast
that's how
spells.
That
that's
would
how
be
you break a
breaking.
game. That's how you break a game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you break
Okay.
it down.
It's
I
kind of
was-
that's kind of like
yeah,
classic D&D with level damage.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm level 2. What is this bard gonna do with a 9th level party?
Yep.
I'll just remake my sheet 50 bards later.
Yep.
Hide behind the mound of dead bards.
But nobody wanted to mess with undead in classic D&D because like the stronger ones all had level damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think all the things that do like strength draining and stuff previously did level draining.
Mhm. The whites and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so crazy idea. We start exterminating hags in the Braidwardeth area.
Wasn't Madame Zaz a hag?
But she's not in Braidwardeth, she's part of the circus.
Yes. But it's still the same kind. Like, hags are dangerous. Like, we ran away from Madame Zaz.
Yeah,
Like, you don't want to. And if
Yeah.
the Braidwardeth has a lot of hags, that's gonna be,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be dead before we even meet the elk lady.
Okay, so second crazy idea. We go back to the tower. and we work on those runes, and we ask for allies.
I mean, we're on a time crunch.
Are we?
I'm not saying that this isn't a bad idea. I'm just saying we're on a time crunch because, I mean, I don't know about everyone else, but I have noticed some of us are being slowly drained.
Yeah,
So,
and honestly,
kind of a time crunch on what will happen.
you all kind of need a rest. Otherwise, you're not going to be energetic enough to even restore your magics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna take our rest tonight. It's already dark out. We're not going anywhere. But for tomorrow, we do need to decide which direction we're gonna take here.
It's either we go towards the hags or we go back to the tower and hope to goodness that we can get allies from the Feywild.
Oh, you know what's just as strong as hag magic is archfey magic. Whisperwind, do you know anything that could help us here?
Whisperwind is silent for a moment, and she forms, and like once again, everyone sees that like woman just like sort of like looming over Chloe with like her arms wrapped around her shoulders. Well, that one is a bit of a powerhouse, but she's not without her weaknesses.
That's good to hear.
I don't know, given how all of you are and the ordeals that you faced, I think you could take her.
Do you know of any of her weaknesses that we could exploit?
The residents of Braidwarden. She is a tyrant. The enemy of my enemy is my friend at times. So I would be careful when making deals with the other hags. Well, they're hags.
Wait, we don't hear this, do we?
No, she's talking to everyone. Like, you see
Oh,
her.
okay. I was like,
She's
wait a
like,
minute. Okay.
They're
Yeah,
hags,
when she takes her physical form, she can talk to everybody.
and they
I
are
forgot
fae.
about that. I was like, wait, we can't hear this, can we? Right, okay.
They are hags and they are fae, and, well, you must be very specific when making a contract with them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the monkey's paw is going to close, and, well, now you're cleaning their outhouse for a couple years.
We could offer them like a feast or something, like foods, like yummy.
When you say
Not-
the residents of Braidwater, are you talking about the hags, or are you talking about like an actual town of people?
Oh, there are no people in Braidwater. There are just hags.
Oh my god.
It
Okay, never mind.
is-
That's not what I thought.
It is a hag commune. It's the only.
Did she
I was
rule
thinking.
over the hags?
It's only a safe haven. So it's their only safe haven on this continent. And yes, dear, she technically rules over them, though she is a tyrant. She's won through combat and proving that she is the strongest out of them.
Dictatorship.
And because hags don't like each other, most of them won't work with each other to overthrow her.
Well, that's kind of ridiculous if, you have a common enemy.
Well,
Why
they
wouldn't
don't,
they work together if they're that powerful?
they don't trust one another. They could work together and overthrow her, but then many knives are going into many backs the moment she leaves.
Oh.
After she's dead, then what happens?
It's a power vacuum.
There's a power vacuum, and then the next person comes in.
Could be even
Kind of
worse
looks
than
at
her.
Zafira. Kind of looks at Zafira.
Power vacuum? What?
What if we establish ourselves to fill in that power vacuum?
Well, if you were to kill her by their rules, you would then rule over Braidwarden.
Mm-hmm.
But what if? I mean, I know you say that we could take her, but that's very, very sweet. But she is extremely powerful, and if a whole bunch of
So-
hags can't work together,
I will tell you this.
Zafira.
She is powerful. So a lot of her power comes from bravado, making herself sound stronger than she actually is.
I'll bark a little,
Yeah.
not as much bite.
I do that too.
So, allow me to think of this for a moment. We try to find out what the hags are interested in, see what we can provide for them.
She shakes her head.
Coke.
Don't talk to the hags.
Don't talk to the hags.
Don't talk to the hags.
Just go straight for the big one.
Do what the hags like to do.
They might warn her out of fear.
Cause chaos.
You know
Of
who's amazing
course.
at chaos?
Be unseen.
Literally.
Cause disruption to their to their structure, to their society. Cause them to have to look to their leader in order to fix the situation. Don't talk to them. Maybe kill a couple. Maybe break a couple of their enchantments. Cause enough discomfort with them to where they have to look to their leader for resolution.
If they put their faith in their leader, they'll rally behind her, which will make the fight more difficult, wouldn't it?
No.
Not so if
They
she can't
blame her.
deliver. Mhm.
She's supposed to be the leader. She's supposed to be the one that's delivering safe harbor in the swamps. And if some outsiders are coming in and just start breaking everything, well, she's not doing her job, is she?
Mhm.
Well, when a leader fails their people, the people revolt.
And by the
That's
time
not true.
a
In real life, unfortunately, get your shit together, America. But you know, in history and in fantasy, the people revolt, and also in France.
I'm giving
Especially in
You
France.
know, Revolution.
yeah, if France is known for one thing, it is
Is
absolutely
Bastille Day.
revolution.
All
So
right.
I would suggest this. Cause disruption, cause chaos. Maybe cause neighbor to go against neighbor.
Oh.
Do whatever you can to sow discourse, discord. The moment everything starts breaking down, they will turn on her. And once they turn on her, well, then that is your time to strike.
I feel better with the plan.
I
Yeah.
have an idea.
Yeah.
And it
So do
may
I,
not
but
work.
you go first.
For in general causing chaos. I do have a few spell slots. I do have some spell slots and everything remaining and everything. Could I, and I'm fine with doing it instead of a long rest at this time, because if we are going to be going, if we like, I would like to possibly go back to, no, we can't go back to camp. We're still going to Brave Wardeth, aren't we?
You're at camp.
Mhm.
You're at camp.
I
right
know.
now.
I know. But like I spent my hour going over the
Mhm.
blueprints, and so not necessarily I don't necessarily have the time to do this.
What are you trying to do?
I would like to use my spells to create bombs that are kind of like think of like Jinx and Arcane, where it's just kind of like small like things that are like little mechanical
Pulls-
toys
Okay.
pulls
that
out
then kind of
wild
explode
magic
and like
bomb.
things like grease or Tasha's caustic brew
So
or like
I
hex
will say
possibly,
this.
like things like that.
you don't have to
I don't know if I could do that.
you don't have to spend spell slots in order to do that.
Mhm.
That's just a means of whipping up a magical device.
Okay.
Just buy oil and stuff.
it-
buy
it-
acid.
It's something you
Find a spider and get
it's
acid.
something that you can do, though it's going to take a
Mhm.
bit of time. because
Okay.
it's a lot
Well-
of prep, it's a lot of
I figured.
crafting and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, if you had enough prep time to do it, yeah, that's most definitely something you do. You can make grease bombs, you can make fireball.
I have a
I-
poisoner's kit.
Hmm. Could I also, Rojan, offer at least some of my bullets for that?
No, your bullets only work with your weapon.
So they
I was
can't be
gonna say, I
dismantled.
also have a gun. It's
So
fine.
they can't be dismantled.
No, they can't be dismantled.
Damn it. I was hoping to contribute, damn it. But I guess
Look,
I just
I have
gotta
a
swing my
crossbow. I
fucking
have a
axe.
light crossbow that I don't necessarily use. Could I do that where it just like randomly shoots arrows, the crossbow bolts? I don't know. I was just thinking of like you were talking about like causing chaos and everything, and I was thinking like, well,
The
little things like that could cause chaos of like, like turn them against their neighbors. It could be like putting it in the neighbor's thing with like
I could
Here's what I'm-
literally go in there, switch labels on some of their ingredients, and walk away, and they'll have their own fun.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Literally,
Um,
y'all are thinking way too technical about this. Just get in there and fuck them up.
No,
I'm an
here's what-
artificer.
all
I want
sorts
to
of
try to
dumb
start
shit.
building things.
Here's what I was thinking. We all seem to have our strengths.
Mm-hmm.
What we do is it's not just the people, it's the land. And I think if Vanica is able to do something with the swamps in general and turn the environment hostile and turns them into their houses,
Mm-hmm.
I'll use my shadow magic to instill fear within them, or making them vulnerable for something psychic that maybe Chloe's able to do, just one by one as we go through, just instilling fear from the outside, from in their houses, from in their own minds. And then Danny and Zafira go through and just fuck shit up. And we just make our way from the beginning of Braidwood swamps to her and pushing them towards her. And
And we
then
have
we
to do
just
this
we have to
without
show
really-
down in front of everyone and be like, she's caused all this, we'll take care of it, and you can thank us later. And then we take her down. Like, all of this will go away if you just let us take her down. I think we could do it. I know that my legion are really itching to rip someone limb from limb again.
Mm.
So I feel weird about that. I mean, I was gifted abilities of mercy.
Mm.
Granted, yes, that can do harm, but that's what I kind of like about this is I can take away pain and heal with it, and vice versa. Not that I'm like, a goody two shoes, like, oh, death and life cycle, stuff like that. It's like, yes, I believe in that, but I'm not like strict on it or anything, because things happen. I mean, I'm part of the Fae. I know shit happens, but I'm also honestly, I'm nervous on stepping on certain toes because I did that a long time ago and still being punished for it. So I'm just nervous about it.
Well, Vanica, let me give you a ease of mind. We are granting mercy to the hags below to take care of the bigwig by showing them the way.
Yeah. I mean,
It would be
Mr. Wynn
considered
did
a
say
mercy
kill
killing
some.
taking this tyrant out.
Mm.
Oh, I agree, because the stories I've heard are awful. So yes,
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. So, like, just the lead up to it, we're gonna try and not be
Yeah,
crazy. The lead up, we'll try not to go too crazy. We need to get them.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
Sure.
not.
And what
Yeah.
I mean
We're not
by the
gonna try to
environment,
kill
Not mass
what I
genocide
mean,
of hags or anything.
Yeah.
That's
what I mean
just-
by the
We-
environment is just turn the environment against them, make it dangerous or scary for them to
Okay,
traverse
yeah.
in their own home.
Make them
And
step
then-
on a crack
okay.
and break their mother's back. You know that
Whoa,
kind of thing.
whoa, that's too
Hey,
far.
that's a thing.
That is
That's
too
a
far.
thing.
I know it
Okay?
is. I know it is.
And
Well,
then
hello, Faye.
Something
want-
Everyone's
Hey,
under a
war
ladder?
crime.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
we want
Crack
their
a mirror.
shadows to grow long, and we want their thoughts to grow dark and frightened. Because if they're frightened, they want a
won't make
solution.
sound decisions, and if they don't make sound decisions,
could-
they'll start looking to their leader for a sound decision. If
We
they
could
can't give a
even-
sound decision, boom.
We can even make it as simple as their crops, like that have the soil be rock hard and their crops are, it aren't good, are dying essentially. So they're like, oh, well, what is that? Why is this happening? Oh, it must be, the leader's fault.
Add an
Must be
extra
some sort of
ingredient
a
to their
blight.
potion brew.
Must be a blight or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
potato famine thing.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I think
the what?
The potato famine.
let's not talk
Where?
about that, please. Anyway,
It was an old story my grandma told me about. It's fine.
Hmm.
so the one thing I did hear from Whisperwind was that we shouldn't be making ourselves known.
Not until the
Presence.
very last moment, I think, when we're going to challenge her.
Have you met me, and do you know how stealthy I am?
Oh, gotta work on it.
Yeah, this isn't a go for the kneecaps approach, Danny.
I know. That's not until the end.
You gotta
That's
be
the
sneaky.
end point, is this kneecaps.
Yes.
Also, the idea that I had, as much as I like the suggestion, Zen, of us taking that role of being the bigwig, looking over a community of hags sounds like a lot of work.
It's called delegating.
Well, what if we delegate that to Sophie?
Maybe we could.
Ooh.
But just we want to make it clear that we're in charge now, and Sophie speaks for us.
What if my grandma's friends and everything could be like a council instead of like a
even-
one
Them
person?
into this? Do we want to bring their names into this? So I feel like that's just adding to the gang war that could
Well-
potentially happen.
Yeah, I'm thinking after we take care of the one at the top,
I don't know
One
if Grandma wants to hang out with a
vacuum-
bunch of hags. Like,
when
she-
the power
No.
vacuum is created, we fill it and then delegate it to Sophie and her gang, so
We
we
should-
don't have to live the rest of our lives in Braidward
We
controlling a
probably-
bunch of hags.
We should probably tell
Yeah.
Sophie that we're about to do
Well,
this
It's my intent,
The heads up. Yeah.
before
doing this to get
I-
her on our side to have one more ally in this battle.
I say, Zafira, plug your ears.
What?
I am reluctant to unite all of the hags together. I think having a little inter-party conflict keeps them down. We don't want them all united against everyone on the continent. So that while that idea is not a terrible idea, I don't think we should bring all of her friends into it, or even maybe them at all. We can always delegate it to a different person who is a hag and make it known that we'll be checking in occasionally, but a different hag within Braidwardeth. I think as nice as Grandma Sophie is, but imagine all of the hags united under Sophie. What if she wants to do something not so toward one day? It's better to have them
True.
separate.
She has
Great.
done some questionable things already.
Mhm.
Here's my craziest thought ever. Madame
I feel like
Zuz?
pink.
Mm.
No, next time I see her, I'm gonna try and kill her.
Okay,
That's
well,
what I
let's,
wanted to
let's
ask. Okay.
this is what I
Well-
mean. We don't need to bring all of these hags into it.
Saphira, you can come back now.
Okay. Hi.
Here's the thing. And this is, I mean, I'll be fearful, but at the same time, this is better. But if we decide to just give a heads up to Grandma Sophia, like we just give a heads up, then whatever, if she's like, hey, let's get the gang together and, shoot them up, that's them. That's on them. They do what they want, whatever. But like us saying, hey, let's get you guys involved, I feel like that's wrong. But if they feel like they want to get involved, that's on them. I'm okay with that. Help.
I love
But no, I'm
how
also good.
I love how Vanica is like describing this as like this is like a turf war between the Bloods and the Crips.
Look, high school was a crazy time for me, all right? We were evacuated from school God knows how many times from gang turf wars in the same
Dang.
school. Great times. Great times. Lots of stabbings. Go California.
I was gonna say you had
s-
stabbings. Gosh.
Oh, all the time. Yeah, my first week of my senior year, we had to cancel school for one day because there was a really bad stabbing because one of the other high schools kicked out another gang. So now we had 3 gangs sharing one school. We're like, yay!
Yeah, that's why we
Great
weren't
time.
allowed to have bandanas at school of any color.
No,
But,
we were allowed back still.
So, like, Zabir's like, I just think that because we're talking about killing the big, bad, scary monster that my grandma warned me about, I really think that she should know, at least, like, for all of our safety of, like,
Yeah.
what we're doing and where we're going and in case we die.
Yeah, so here's the thing. We were just going to say it to Sophie. We're going to deal with this one person. If you feel like showing up, feel free. Otherwise, I think we can handle it.
Or if she has more information to
Don't
give
even
us
give
that
her
we
the
can still handle.
respectfully.
That's
Don't
another
even
thing.
give her the option. We don't need to give her the option. We don't have to do
Yeah.
everything holding Sophie's hand. Respectfully to your
no.
grandma.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to tell her, like, hey, we're going to take over this hag area, and I know that, like, I don't want her around a bunch of hags, but, like, we're going to destroy the big bad monster that you told me about.
What if I say
Do you
we
have
don't-
any more information on their weaknesses? Like, I think, like, and like more things. I think it would help us out.
Man, we really rely on your grandma like all the time.
Well, she's kind of awesome, okay? I'm sorry. Do you not like my grandma?
Well, it's now our time to be awesome. That's
Thank
our
you,
time.
Jenny.
It's our time to be awesome. Down here.
Yes,
Here.
we can.
Yes,
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Zafira, because did you
That's
put down
what-
the whiskey bottle? Or are you still holding
No,
it?
it's in my sweaty little hand.
She, like, holds out her hand. Please, may I have some?
Aren't
Give
you
it to
the younger
Chloe,
be
she'll
drinking?
chuck it at
You
something.
shouldn't be drinking
No,
and
I mean-
driving.
I'm mid-20s.
You shouldn't be drinking and driving.
We're going to
Nobody's
bed.
driving. We're gonna go
We're
to
going
bed
to
after
bed.
this.
We're going to
that's fine.
bed.
Okay, sorry,
Don't
I
feel
jumped the
so
gun on that
good.
one. I jumped the
Fine.
gun on that one.
Also, I know I was the one that
Mm.
suggested, putting Sophie in that position, but after hearing the counterpoints, I think I've changed my mind. I don't think she should be in charge of.
Makes me feel a
No.
bit like a dictator, but I hope you understand where I'm coming from.
I do, yeah.
might-
I hadn't considered that
Yeah.
perspective
You know,
previously.
Thank you.
who knows? You
I'm
know,
quite
they
smart.
might. I mean, they might work it out. I don't know. Like,
No, I don't
are hags good at talking to each other? Like, cause like, from what Whisper when he said,
Yes.
they backstab each
Sometimes.
other a lot.
Do they-
Sometimes.
Wait, are you talking about this in reference to your grandma, who you don't know is a hag?
But
No, I'm
here's-
talking about the hags, like talking. I said maybe the hags themselves can work it out after we kill the big bad, and they can figure it out.
Yeah,
Why
Why
take
take
that
that
totally
risk?
fine
and
with
all
Why
that.
take that
Vera
risk?
Yeah.
has no idea.
Why
But
take
look,
that risk?
maybe there's a war between the two because one likes poker, the other one's all about cribbage, and it's just they just don't. You got
That's out of
pegs
character, right?
versus chips, so
and that one person that likes Uno and nobody else wants to play with them.
yeah. What's up with
I'll
that?
say no.
I fucking
That-
love
that
Uno.
one
How
ha-
dare you?
That one hack just runs nothing but fucking blue decks.
Listen, okay,
all the
gang.
damn time.
Listen, gang. Why don't we go to bed? When we all go to bed,
Mhm.
wake up in the morning, fresh and refreshed, and I will send a message over to Sophie. Just give her a heads up. We're going on vacation in the swamp. Might do a bit of hunting. Have fun. See you later. And then we shall go on our way.
Yeah, that way she
Really
knows our
upset.
location, but doesn't know
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Mhm.
I
Doesn't
really
get worried
need
about
that.
why we're there.
I'm
Mm.
sorry, Zafira. I'm just really tired of relying on your grandma for every little thing.
I don't want to give Sophie a heart attack.
Yeah, your grandma is quite scary. If she knew
To be
that
fair,
we
you
were,
guys bring her up all the time. I'm just like, are we not self-reliant?
yeah, and also if she knows that we're all going into Braidwater with you, she might just come over and kill us for taking you somewhere like that. So it's either you can stay behind and be safe, or I can just give her a short synopsis and we can go on our way.
A short synopsis that tells her nothing of what we're doing or where we're going. You are telling her nothing, so why even bother sending her a message? And then
That's what I'm
Zafira
wondering.
just walks away. She's like so pissed off because she wants to inform her grandma about everything, and she thinks that her grandma
So
is the key to unlocking everything that's happening.
Write
And no
her
one's listening to
letter.
her, and she doesn't have the option to do anything else. A letter
Write her
takes too
letter.
long.
Write her letter.
Zafira's being followed by Danielle.
Yeah, she just goes to bed. She's just going to bed. She's grumpily mid-20s teenager
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
thing. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Like,
I can tell you love your mother very much,
that was never in doubt.
but you've got to learn to spread your own wings.
She knows more than all of us combined.
And if she told us everything, it would ruin our growth.
And save our lives.
And keep us sheltered.
Sheltered is safe.
Sheltered is safe, but it's not fun. How much fun have you had since you left? How many wonderful things have happened since you left?
Hello.
I mean, you got someone who actually, yeah, you have a boyfriend now. You have a home outside of home. You have people who can listen to you and, share insights. You got your own gut to listen to.
And my gut is telling me to tell my grandma what we're doing because this is really dangerous and no one is listening to me, and I myself don't have the power to do what I want.
Then
or what I
when you
think is right.
Well, then when you wake up in the morning, make that decision. Because right now, we all need a little rest. I know that me calling myself a motherly figure is kind of odd.
We did have kids at one point.
I'm still not sure if that was real.
It was real to you.
Kinda.
Mm.
Felt alien. Still not coming to terms with that just yet. But at the same time, I am focused on the here and now.
Yeah. You've been kind of busy.
We have all been a little busy. You especially. Especially with getting the lighthouse up and running. Making a friend from someone from the past. Being entrusted with their technology to pass it forth. Creating your own... Still kind of curious about that one shampoo thing you made.
Oh, it regrows limbs, apparently.
Keep that handy. We might need that.
Yeah, absolutely. I have that, and then like I tried to make more alcohol, but it turned into vinegar. But I do have a bottle of alcohol myself, so instead of taking Zenith's whiskey or anything, she's drinking a little bit of it.
The vinegar can be used for cleaning, or maybe even as an ingredient.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that blue glow rock, though. I mean, it's probably for the power armor, but like,
I would say wait until you're ready to handle it, because once you understand it, you're just gonna go, and I'm just gonna have to sit here and support you, like I always do.
Thank you. I should apologize to everyone in the morning. But
if you wish, or you can tell them to, do whatever you want.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Apologize when you're kind of yelling at people? because it could have hurt their feelings.
True.
Like,
But they are also wanting to hear you say it so that they know, because you understand that and they understand that you're a little heated. So I think it's both ways. They should probably apologize too, but their own way.
well, I'm sorry to you, Danny, and I will apologize to everyone else tomorrow. But tonight, I'm just gonna get some sleep.
You do that. I'll be keeping watch. Have a good one.
And she
Close off
it's
the
like
privacy curtain.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So is
I-
anybody
Oh,
doing
one last
anything
thing.
else before you go to bed?
Grabs the whiskey away from you. Just kind of goes.
The-
Wait,
the
no, I
bottle
still
of
have
pu-
it.
No,
Oh,
I
I
didn't
thought-
take the. I have my own bottle of alcohol that I made myself at some point.
I thought she grabbed it from Zen.
No.
I
Yeah.
got it.
Okay.
It's my
Yeah.
baby.
Fair
She
enough,
doesn't
fair
drink
enough,
like
fair enough.
too expensive. She's just testing to make sure it's still alcohol and didn't like ferment further.
Okay.
I think before bedtime, I turn to Vanica and Chloe and I say, I need you two to be honest. Were we too harsh on her? Regarding her grandma.
Oh, I was on board with her to a certain extent, saying that we should communicate with her, but I agree that unless she decides she wants to get involved, we shouldn't involve her. Now, should we still reach out to her? Yes, but I don't think we should say, like, hey, protect us or anything. I just think she would have information that could benefit us. That's all. Do I want to get her involved? No. If she feels like she'll get involved, that's her prerogative, to be completely honest. But I would rather have some more information other than just the boogeyman stories.
Sure.
Personally.
I look at Chloe. Chloe.
I think it was maybe a little bit harsh, but also I think that sometimes you have to be harsh with your friends for them to understand the gravity of what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's also true.
Chloe, I don't know what you shared in regards to Sophie's house with Vanica. There's a reason I'm not looking forward to maybe involving Sophie in these things, because she's threatened me multiple times to protect her granddaughter, and going straight into the heart
Being
of
motherly.
No, Vanica, I really wish, because I care about Zafira like she's my little sister, but this was more than that. This was like, if you don't keep us safe, I'm gonna rip your spine out of your anus, sort of thing. And it was very much like,
Oh.
terrifying.
So there's I'm gonna quickly look around and make sure that Zafira is not within earshot of us, and then making sure that's the case, I'll then turn to Vanica. There's a lot about Sophie that I wanted to tell you, but you kept turning into a flower at the time, and by the time you were not a flower, I had forgotten about it because other stuff was going on.
Look, I was upset about my greenhouse not being done, and they weren't going to let me do it. So
it's understandable.
I went into a
valid,
mood.
valid,
I
I went
valid.
into a mood. I apologize.
The sad box is my flower for me, so I get it.
Yeah, if I could turn into a flower on my own, like I would do that so much.
There's stuff about Sophie that we haven't told everyone else. Like,
Excuse me.
you've picked up on this. Like, she's a hag, right? She's not just an old lady.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
She does not want Zafira to know that. We have been trying very hard to keep that information from her, but with that, we discovered some not so cool things in her house when me and Chloe went on a walk one night, which led to us having to create the lie that we were making out in her bedroom because Sophie came and crept up on us.
Was there skin tapestries with people's faces on them that she's weaved?
No. People were kept in
Oh,
like
okay.
a meat locker.
Oh, okay. That's
and there
not
was
so
like
bad compared to
an
some
ice
others.
elemental, and she was keeping them for meat.
Like to eat?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Is that the vibe you got, Chloe?
I don't know. I was kind of getting the vibe that they were like,
People who wronged her,
yeah,
and she
people who wronged her
threatened.
or
Yeah,
ex-lovers
that's
or
a
something
hag
like
thing.
that.
Well, she
Yeah.
threatened that if we don't keep Saphira safe, we're gonna end up in the meat locker. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm a bit loath to bring her in on this,
And-
because if she finds out we're going into the heart
Okay.
of the hag country with her granddaughter, she's gonna kick our asses.
And also the people in the meat locker, they weren't dead people. They were like
Mhm.
imprisoned there and frozen.
They were alive.
Like we
Yeah,
saw
that's
one of
what
them
hags.
trying
They
to
tried
make
to
a
make a
getaway,
run
but
for
there
it.
was like this ice golem guardian watching over them,
Ugh.
and it refroze the guy as he was panicking and screaming for help. Like it was not good stuff.
So it's
Oh,
not that I
yeah.
want to lie to Sophie, but it's not that I want to lie to Sophie. I'm just worried about her taking her rage out on us.
Well, now don't get me wrong. I'm sure what you both experienced was traumatic, but that sounds like hag things. Like
Well, yeah.
that's so minor compared to all the other things I've heard. There are some
Listen,
horrible things hags do when they've been wronged.
It's not about major or minor. It's that I don't
I'd
want
rather
to
be
bring that.
frozen.
I don't want to bring that ire down on us. So she specifically told us to keep her granddaughter safe. I don't want to give her all this information, essentially saying, "Hey, fuck you. Your granddaughter's walking into the heart of Hag Kingdom, and she's probably gonna die."
Also, I'm pretty sure that stupid bird used to be a person, and that person's punishment is being that stupid bird.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
one day he'll
okay.
die, and I will be there to watch it. But him
Or
aside,
maybe that's his punishment. He'll never get to die.
oh.
Death is haunted.
Yeah.
I mean-
but regardless, yeah, this is why I am very loath to send a message to her, because I fear she might make an appearance, be like, "What are you doing?" Like, nothing.
Here's the thing. And this is just from what I have heard and witnessed from hags personally. Okay, aside from all that stuff, which sounds totally hag, what you're saying does not shock me at all. Like that's hag. Here's the thing. For you to suffer the same fate usually, compared to like in this instance, a meat locker, you would have had to have made like some sort of deal, wronged her, and then there's your punishment where she will do stuff further. I don't think you guys made a deal. You made a promise, but that's different than like a full-blown deal. So I think you're safe from that aspect. Doesn't mean she can't touch you. She could touch you. I'm just saying I think you're safe from that fate. However, weren't you guys just talking about how, you know, we were all saying to her that she can't feel sheltered? Well, we can't be afraid of her grandma just because we make mistakes. We're mortals and we make mistakes. We're not purposely putting her in danger. We're not purposely trying to get her killed. Well, as the saying goes, we're human. We're mortals. We make mistakes. Things are going to happen. We're not gods. We can't like 100% guarantee her safety. Can we do our very best? Of course. But I think she's
It might
just
be
being
easier for you
protective.
to say, because Sophie didn't specifically tell you to take care of her granddaughter, because she knows that we know what's going on in her basement.
Fair.
So it's a bit different for you, respectfully. I understand what you're saying, and you're right. We shouldn't have to be afraid, but we also shouldn't have to rely on her for every single thing. She's not my
Agreed.
grandma.
At this
So-
point,
Yeah.
Danielle kind of
It's
shows
very
up.
sweet, though.
And she
Oh,
kinda just-
hi.
She just kind of puts an arm around both Zen and Chloe. It's like, maybe next time, don't sneak around her house.
Maybe next time don't take a swing at an archfey. And then
They're not an archfey, they're a hag.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Maybe
thank
next
goodness.
time.
You
The
almost gave me a heart
Archfey
attack.
are
I was like, did you guys
there.
not tell me shit? Oh,
No, sorry.
okay.
So,
Oh, I
Maybe
feel
next
so
time
much
don't
better
take
now,
a
guys.
swing
You have no idea.
at a hag.
Okay.
Never to me.
hey, we've got a long, long road ahead of us. Let's get some rest, eh?
You are no better than me. And I walk
Yeah.
off to bed.
Damn right.
Somebody's got to teach you to stop interrupting people's conversations, Danny.
And someone needs to teach y'all
Come
to
on.
help one another. Come on.
I'm trying. Okay, you know what? I'm going
We
to
know
bed.
you're
I'm starting
trying.
to get mad. I'm starting to get mad. And
I know.
I've been told to keep my blood pressure down. Belvedere took my blood pressure the other day. He said it's a bit high, so I'm trying to do that.
Jeez.
I'm
Go to
going
bed.
to bed
Spoiled.
too. Can you hand me the whiskey, Zen?
Yeah, and I reach into my robe, take it out from my... There you go. It's nice and warm.
There's also
I-
more whiskey I kept.
Finish it off and give you back the empty bottle.
Oh, thank you. Good night, everybody.
Unrelated.
Good
Sorry,
night, everyone.
Unrelated.
What's
Can
up?
I have the empty bottle?
Mm-mm. I'll give it to you in the morning. It's
Okay.
bedtime.
So, with all of that out of the way, bunch of bickering amongst the group of how to kill a hag and not tell grandma about it. Night passes. All of you spellcasters.
Yeah.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw throughout the night?
I was
No.
gonna do one more thing before we went to bed.
What's
I'm
that?
so sorry.
What's that?
She was just going to just commune real quick with her god, not necessarily like expecting a response, but she was gonna just kind of do a silent prayer of just reaching out and wanting to reassure him that whatever is happening to her hopefully is not affecting him, and that whatever is weakening her devotion to him is still strong and doesn't want him to think little of her if something were to happen should this keep diminishing her magic. Just kind of a like, hey, I'm thinking of you, I'm not forgetting you, this is not me doing this kind of thing.
Okay.
That's it.
Alrighty. So, spellcasters. Con saves, please.
I got mine.
I need a win here. I need something.
Chloe.
15?
Okay. Zen.
Me too, 15.
Zafira.
9.
And Danica.
6.
Zafira and Vanica. You lose 5 spell slots.
As they're sleeping.
Start of the
Okay,
day,
so-
you wake up feeling a little drained.
Question.
Yes.
I used a spell slot for the enlarge. Thing?
It refreshes
So the 5 was from.
when you wake up.
Oh.
You are feeling a
Okay.
little drained.
Okay.
So you got a full rest, but you are 5 spell slots lower today.
So you take like a single 4th level and a 1st level away.
Or
I'm
5
keeping
first
my
levels.
1 4th level. My
I only
1
have
4th
first and
level.
second level spells.
We only can have
Wait,
4.
You only
any slot.
you do only have
4 of
first
every level
First-
of
no.
Yeah.
slot.
I'm not
So-
Because
talking
I'm
about that.
technically an
Liz.
artificer.
So how many spell slots do you have in total? Yes.
7.
Okay. So
So that's fine. You're not gonna. Damn it.
you
Okay.
you drain down to 5.
I drain
Where's
down
the
to
left?
5, or I drain down 5
You
to
A
drain down
2.
total of
5.
5. So yeah. So you can drain down as much as you want. Not as much as you want. You can drain them down in different orders. You can drain the 2 of the second level spell slots and a first level spell slot. And that would be 5.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
have 5 spells remaining total.
If you were to
Also
do that,
something.
if you were to take away your two second level spell slots that you have and your first level spell slot, you would have whatever's remaining. Because that would be a total of 5.
I'm so confused. Sorry, I'm.
All right.
I got
name me
it.
a
I got it.
second
No,
level spell.
Weirds, I got it. So You have how many first level spell slots available?
4.
How many second level spell slots available?
3 for a total of 7. And then you said that you drained us of 5.
5.
And then now you
Okay.
said that you drained us 2
So a
5.
second-
so I'm confused on
A
that.
second level spell counts as 2 spell slots.
Okay.
So
Level
I-
2.
yeah, and like a 3 would
Okay.
count as
So
3.
so you have 10 technically, because because you said 4 level 1 spells, and then 3 level 2. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, is how we're doing the spell
And you can
slots
drain
for
them-
this situation.
You can drain them in combination to get a total of 5.
So you can get rid of like 2 level 2 spell slots and 1 level 1. That equals 5. 2 and 2 and 1. Like you can mix and match however you want.
Okay, so 2 level 2 spots and 1 level 1 is fine.
Yep, that would
Okay,
cost you
I'll
5.
just do that. That's all I
Yeah.
needed to know, because all this is
Math.
math.
Numbers.
math.
First level spell,
The-
1 slot.
The
I failed so
the bane of all D&D players' existence. Math.
I thought it was scheduling.
No, that's the death knell.
That's the death knell.
That's what destroys a campaign is scheduling.
That's very true.
Yep. That's why I like online play. Scheduling is a lot easier.
Very much so.
But yeah, aside from that, you wake up fine.
Zafira's
And I-
gonna be like looking over her the alcohol bottle that she tested, because she's like feeling slightly off. She's like, maybe I shouldn't be drinking this before bed.
Am I still not able to give them a spell slot back? I mean, that's the whole point of my bloody ability.
Yeah.
I am actually kind of furious about that.
Imagine how we feel.
Hag bullshit.
Yeah, hag bullshit. Well, let's kill a hag then.
Yeah, I did not wake up well, guys.
How do you make magic? How do you make magic casters furious? Take away their magic.
And someone that can actually give it back is it automatically nullified.
Yep.
You better not hope we ever meet in person.
I'm sorry, Rojan, but that is actually game breaking.
It's not.
It is, because that's literally what I'm able to do.
Well,
Yeah.
We've encountered
That-
those sorts of things
so-
before, where our
all right.
abilities have been nullified for a short time.
Okay,
It happens.
so-
We have the
It's
ability.
it's usually a temporary thing,
Yeah,
or
it's
there's
all-
a way
it's
to get
all-
it back. It's never
only
permanent.
it's only temporary because this is just an ongoing effect of what the hag is doing.
All
Also,
right,
I gave mine
anything,
back.
anything that
Roach.
generates magic, anything that casts magic, anything like that, is under that effect.
all right, so
And that's
Rojan,
only for. Sorry, go ahead.
anytime there's a surprise round, let me know.
Sure.
So, when
Mark
you
that
take
down, 'cause I have an ability for that too, but if it gets negated, I'm bad.
when
Oh, right. We should flip that coin. Make sure that if we get any nat 20s on our con, like I did yesterday, we can get our
Sure.
spell slots back.
Maybe.
Sure.
I hope anyway.
Look at that one.
I guess I just won't roll.
How do I roll that coin?
You just flip a coin.
Just flip a coin. Just a moment. Don't roll a natural one, whatever the fuck you do.
Oh,
No
goody.
promises.
Oh, goody.
Don't roll a natural one, whatever you
I'm
do.
cursed.
It's okay.
Anyone
We've
else wanna
already
drive?
gotten all our ones out of the way today. It's just good rolls from here on out.
You hope.
Sure.
Okay. You wake up. Some of you are a little drained of your spell slots, but your health is perfectly fine. Full HP. Armor's still good. Everything like that. So, what's the plan?
Get all my gear on. Just head out to the spider, waiting for travel.
Yeah, I guess pack up our camp, head to Braidworth, and stay in the shadows and cause some dissent.
Okay.
Zafira kind of goes up to Zenith and says, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" It'll be
Yes,
quick."
I wanted to talk to you too.
I'm sorry about last night. I'm this is, I mean, I'm sure none of us have dealt with this before, but this is all kind of new to me. I, grew up with my grandma, and she feel like that she knows more about this thing that we're fighting, and I think that she could be of help. And I worry. She's so concerned of me too, and I just feel like I need to keep her updated, and I really need to learn that sending spell, because that way I can send her messages on my own time and not have to ask other people to do it.
So
Sorry for
what?
yelling at you.
So you're sorry for yelling.
And honestly, it got to a point where I stopped listening to what you had to say and your reasonings for it. Not the time that you had me plug my ears, but like the other, I got really upset, and I didn't really care at the moment because I was so mad.
Sure.
It felt like you
Listen.
were holding her from me for a minute, and I know you didn't mean that, and I'm sorry.
Listen, you don't ever have to apologize for yelling at me unless your name is Danny. I don't care if you yell at me, okay? You are like a little sister I never got to have. With that being said, I am also a child of being a sheltered child. I was. And then I stepped out into the world and I realized how much I had been shortchanging my own education by always falling back on my parents. And in your case, your grandmother. And there's nothing wrong with having that to fall back on. But you limit yourself every time you look backwards at your grandma, and you bring us with you. And I understand you want to keep everyone safe. But I mean, you're already pretty incredible on your own, genuinely. Like, look at all the stuff you've already been able to do, and you didn't have to ask your grandma about any of that. You did that all on your own. And I guess I get unnecessarily frustrated because I feel like we're always leaning on your grandma as a crutch, and there are some things, I'm sorry, Zafira, there are some things about your grandma that are not hard to tell you. Like, I think she both wants you to be sheltered and also wants you to spread your wings. And I want to help you do that. And sometimes I am a bit harsh, and I realize that in the moment, and I feel terrible because I never ever want to hurt your feelings, ever. But I don't always just want to jump and just ask your grandma for help. I think we're pretty strong people. I know you are, for sure. And if it comes down to it, I will absolutely send a message to your grandma. But let's just see how we go first, is all.
Like, we had Whisperwind help fill us in and what to do, too.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
There are other options.
If you can't fall back on your grandma, you know you can always fall back on me, or Vanica, or Chloe, or Danny, or anybody who's got your back, okay? Just maybe it's time to cut the cord just for a little bit. I know it's not easy. Trust me. I 100% know it's not easy. But, like, we got you, okay?
Thank you. And she just, like, hugs you without, like...
I give you a hug, too.
she doesn't even, like, ask for a hug. She's like, thank you, and just, like, hugs her.
Okay.
And then... Okay, there's...
I also wanted to give you this, and it's an empty bottle.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes.
I'll...
Get on the spider.
Next time
yeah.
I make alcohol, I'll put it in here and give it to you.
Oh, you can keep it. But let's get on the spider. Let's get on the spider.
Make it refillable. And she, like, gears turning a bit, and she's like, I'm like, she's walking while she's talking. She's like, one moment, and she goes to Chloe and does the same thing of, I'm if I could talk to you for a minute before we...
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry about last night.
What
I'm
happened
sorry.
last night?
Oh, just I yelled a bit, and I'm sorry. I talked with Zenith, and she, you know, helped me feel better about everything. I know you and Zenith don't like my grandma all too much, and I think Zenith thinks that, like, I think the reason for Zenith at least is because she feels like I'm too sheltered, and that my grandma shelters me a lot. Which I understand. She does that sometimes, but you know, it happens. But I am sorry I yelled, and I didn't listen when I got upset.
You don't have to worry about that at all. It's perfectly okay to get upset every once in a while, and I mean, you've clearly given it some thought, and really that's what matters. It's when you get upset and then you just pretend it never happened.
I
That's
hate
when
that.
problems occur. And it's not that we don't like your grandma. It's just I love that your grandma loves you so much. But I think you're perfectly capable of taking care of yourself. And sometimes I think your grandma's desire to stop you from getting hurt stops you from learning lessons.
That's a good point. I have a lot to think about. Thank you. Can I give you a hug?
Of course.
Okay.
I won't bite you or anything.
No, I know. I sometimes I hug people without asking permission first. So
Oh, did you
I
do it
feel
to Zen?
yeah. She gave me a hug back, and it was
She
fine.
did.
Yeah. Well, it
Oh,
was our
she must like
conversation
you.
not like she likes you, but
What do you mean?
she. Well, she says that you guys weren't kissing.
No, we were
before.
skulking around in places we shouldn't be. Like outside.
Last night.
And sure,
Last night,
yeah.
or last night, or at my grandma's house.
Why don't we have that hug now?
Okay.
Wait, I wanted
And
to
then,
see what happened.
oh gosh, everyone's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
you're
no.
frozen.
Oh,
You're the one
She's frozen.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
I'm
Hang on.
so sorry. I accidentally petrified you. It happens.
It's never
I can't
happened so
even
quickly for me before.
Hey, at least the freeze frame is not that bad.
Oh no, there she goes.
Oh,
Up, here's
yep.
the back. Ha! Ha!
Did the cameras get shifted too? Let's
Yeah.
see.
Well, once she turns it back on, it'll.
I am now
replace it.
Zafira.
I'm still Zenith.
Yep. And
Oh God, I'm
Danica is now
Danny.
You didn't tell us we
I
were
don't
starting the
be
Freaky
angry.
Friday
Yeah,
thing.
all of a sudden Freaky Friday kicks in. But yeah.
We still need to do
Good
that.
What's that?
We still need to do that.
Yep.
That one shot.
Okay. Their computer crashed.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they'll be back soon though. So
Yeah.
while that hug and everything is going on, all of you climb back into Regalia 1 and begin your way down Raid Warden. It's disturbing. The closer you move towards Raid Warden, the faster you feel like.
You're kind of breaking off at the end of your sentences.
The
Oh,
closer
sorry
we move
about
to
that.
Warden,
So the closer that you move to Braid Warden, the faster you feel like you're moving.
weird.
Almost as if something is assisting you, guiding you. and like almost in no time flat, like almost like within the blink of an eye, you arrive on the borders of the swamp.
Huh.
However, the swamp itself, the swampland, doesn't look like it's going to be able to house or be able to hold Regalia 1.
Hi.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, computer completely
All good.
crashed. What were we talking about?
We are
Um,
on our way to Braid Warden.
Yeah, you're on your way to
Okay.
Braidwardeth, and as like you were moving from Silverkeep to Braidwardeth, the closer you got, the faster you felt that you got there. And almost like in a blink of an eye, you're on the borders.
Okay.
Once you get
one more
to...
thing before we
Okay,
left.
go ahead.
Sorry, because I crashed before I could say it. It was just giving Chloe a hug. She's like, and then she's like, oh wait, Skulky Run, you meant at Grandma's house? Did you try to go in the basement? That door's locked. She said there's like a lot of power tools in there, and like dangerous magic stuff that she,
Grandma's got
if
a
you were
chainsaw.
around there, huh?
Grandma's got
Yeah,
a chainsaw.
I saw that the door was locked, and locked door is a locked door. You gotta turn around.
What can you do?
Can I do a perception
Doesn't
check?
sound like
You can
you
do an
at all.
you can do an insight check.
Insight. Okay, hang on. I have
Doesn't
to
sound like you at
open
all.
Roll20 now. Exactly. I was like, you see a locked door, and that is.
You
That
just
makes you want to open it even
Yeah.
That is
more.
so anti-Chloe.
Yeah, you see a locked door and you have to
Okay.
walk away. You know me, the law-obeying citizen that I am.
It's a doppelganger. It's a
It totally
doppelganger.
doesn't. Right? Is that
Chloe
Chloe?
gonna do a deception check?
I mean, if Chloe
Chloe did
wants to try to
hard.
do a deception check.
Well, then I'll never beat it.
Excuse me.
I'm not proficient in deception. I'm proficient in persuasion.
Okay, so
Okay,
let's
so
insight versus deception. Because you've heard Chloe talk about heists before.
Yeah, the whole thing was behind. You're like, oh, that
Does she
like
have
when you were in the sewers. It's like, oh, the locked door. I have to go back.
You don't even
Was
need
that-
an insight check. You know that's wrong.
Well, why don't we roll? We got 10 minutes left.
Yep, let's roll.
I rolled a 1 for a total of 6.
Oh no.
Oh my
Hold
god!
on.
I actually rolled a 17 for
So,
a
you
total
You
of.
rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1.
Yep. So,
Already
as
made
you
it.
as you
I-
try to tell that lie, as you're trying to say, "Oh no, you see a locked door, you got to walk away." Something washes over you, Chloe. And for the remainder of the next 24 hours, you cannot deceive or tell a lie.
Shit.
You're George Washington.
And we're there to go cause trouble?
She's a mute.
I mean, all she has to say is tell the truth. Just say I'm gonna fuck shit up.
Oh no, she can't deceive
So,
at all.
Chloe, what
Yeah.
I need to know is, what do you say instead of you see a locked door, you gotta walk away?
Zafira's gonna abuse this. Were you guys kissing? Do you like that?
No. I'm not going to power game like that.
I mean, when
Two
when
were
you
totally
see
kissing.
when you see a locked door, you gotta break it open. You see what's on the other side.
Did you break my grandma's door?
Yeah.
And she like looks. But what was inside? Like I've never been
Oh.
in there.
It was horrible.
Wait a second. Where are you guys talking?
We're outside the spider. Like we're just hanging out. Like we're.
Like
Hey,
Danny's
can I
already in the
walk
cockpit
away?
reading the book.
Because I'm gonna come running if I heard that.
Yeah, you could you hear them having a conversation. I don't think it's anything in private. So you begin for some reason, Chloe just starts spilling the beans.
I start running
Spill the
over
juices.
What do you mean it was horrible?
and I clap
Oh,
my hand over her mouth. I need to talk to you. We need to go kiss some more, and I drag her away.
I knew it.
Just started saying, I knew it's like,
She
and
said
starts
they had to go
reading
kiss
the
her.
book.
They're not
I know
subtle.
they were kissing.
They're not
Right?
subtle.
Right? There's
put-
no point in lying about it.
I drag Chloe behind one of the tents and I go like, "What the fuck? What
What?
the fuck?
What?
You were about to tell her everything. Her grandma
Of course I
specifically said,
was.
"Don't." No. What is going on with you? What do you mean?
She asked a question. I just felt compelled to give her a truthful answer.
Oh my god, no. No, you can't. Remember, Sophie said she cannot know anything about that.
I remember that, yeah.
Why are you telling her that? What are you doing?
I was just telling her the
Chloe,
truth.
She's
Chloe,
gonna kill her.
Chloe, that's like when like fear starts setting in as you now realize what you are saying. Like you are trying to say one thing, but your words are being shaped as another.
Oh, this isn't good.
Can you not tell a lie?
I'm trying to, but it all comes out as the truth instead.
Try to tell me a lie.
I am scared of telling you the truth because it will be very revealing.
That's fine. You can tell me anything. Just try to tell me.
No, I just tried to lie to you. Just now.
Oh. Okay. Oh no. Okay.
This is where we're starting off next.
Oh god. Okay.
You wanted to roll for deception.
Look, I mean, the rule is you can't tell a lie. Doesn't mean that you're compelled to tell the truth. You just can't lie.
I can't deceive either,
deceive.
which is the big part of this.
I mean, the way you fix that is like, I can't tell you that.
Are you able
then
to
again, she would say, why
like,
not?
just not talk? Like, if I went around saying you were a mute, would that be all right?
I don't know. Ask me a question. I'll try to not answer.
Do I look like shit this morning? It seems like I've been looking like shit lately.
And I attempt to just keep my mouth shut.
You could keep your mouth shut. You are not forced to say anything. It's just, if you do say something, it has to be the 100% honest truth.
Okay, so you can choose not to speak.
I can choose not to speak.
Okay, so this is not totally unsalvageable. If we come across any people, we're just gonna say you're a mute for today, okay?
Zen,
Mm-hmm.
when have I ever not chimed in onto something?
Well, oh, you know what? And I reach into my bag and I pull out like little like earplugs. I'm like, I wear these sometimes because I get a bit overwhelmed with sound, and sometimes loud noises scare me and I just need to not hear anything. If you just put these in your ears, you won't hear anything. And I'll just tap you on the shoulder if something you need to hear, okay? And I put
Okay.
them in her ears.
I think it's working.
Okay, you're very loud.
Sorry. I think it's working.
Okay.
But also, I don't know how long this is gonna last. I don't want to be deaf forever.
We just need to get through the day. And we got a lot on our plate today, so we'll figure it out.
I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, sorry. We just need to get through the day, and we'll just figure it out later. We just got a lot on our plate this morning, today. Okay, so we'll figure it out later. And now I really want to know: do I look like shit today?
Is this something you want me to answer, or is this another test for staying
No,
quiet?
no,
Waiting
no.
for this.
Just tell me: do I look like shit today?
No, you're beautiful as always.
Okay, thank you. I needed that. And then I guide her over to the spider.
Is it really? What?
She was joking. It was just a joke. We wanted to freak you out. We talked about it, and we saw your face. We saw your face.
So-
Yeah, no, not at all. No, at all.
So you didn't go into my grandma's basement?
No, your grandma said no. Listen, your grandma's a very intimidating woman. I wouldn't ever want to get on her bad side.
I really want to do another insight
You
check.
can.
Yeah,
Malls
because, like,
roll for deception.
Because
Okay.
you went up and you like dragged her away with your her hand over her mouth.
I
Like I
can't keep my hands off her. You know how it is. It is deception. You said.
Deception.
Okay.
Don't roll a 1.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
don't be
suspicious.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't
Go ahead.
be- 18.
Okay. I rolled a 14.
Oh, fuck.
So I know something's up.
You know,
Yeah, but you don't know what.
you know something's up, but you can't necessarily put your finger.
We do not have time for this. We've got a hag to take care of. Let's get into the spider. Hands and elbows inside the vehicle. Make sure that you don't have any fingers sticking out. We have got to go. Let's go.
Yeah,
We've got stuff to
What?
do.
Last call for the bathroom.
No.
We're-
Wonderful hug this morning,
Pee in the
Zafira. Why don't you get
plants.
on in there? Yep. Hmm.
Do you want the dome up or no?
I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
With the wing
Well,
down.
So,
Yeah, we'll have the dome down for a little bit because we still have time. Oh, actually, no. Well, that's what you said before I came back.
It gives
But
me
it's like we
time
still have a
to-
little bit of time.
Yep. So, like, you get there in like a flash. It's a little disturbing. You've maybe been on the road for an hour.
Hmm.
And once you get to the border of Braidwardeth, like right where the grassland begins to turn into swampland, you know Regalia 1 will not be able to make this trek. From here on in, you are going to need to travel by foot.
Dang.
Okay. We all get out of Regalia 1 and I like double check to make sure there's nothing in the like seats and all that stuff and I collapse it to the little.
Yep, and it collapses down.
You just looked around for all the loose change? Really?
No, I wanted to make sure no one forgot anything.
Mhm.
Because if it's like collapsed down, it'll, and someone's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, where's this?" And it's like, "Oh,
It's broken down.
yeah, exactly. It's
So
broken."
as you collapse Regalia 1 down, and you begin to behold what is in front of you. From the right, you see this worn down hag running as like fast as she can, like through the swampland. She trips and water splashes. She gets back up. She scrambles up. She keeps running, and she reaches out to you. And maybe about 10 feet away, she stiffens as you see her body begin to crack and then petrify.
Mm.
As Malls, you see the last bit of arcane energy from her body.
Do I see what caused that?
You don't see what caused that, but you see the energy flowing back deeper into Braidward.
Oh God, no. Like she's taking the magical essence right now. That's what happened to her.
So that's what's gonna happen to you if you all run out of magic juju.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's make sure she doesn't do that.
That is where we are going to end for this week.
Oh boy.
Wow.
So,
Ah!
everyone,
I think we're
Thanks.
walking into a
thank you
TPK.
very much. You're not walking into it. Thank you very much for tuning on in this afternoon. We'll be back later tonight for our superhero game at 8 p.m. Our game of Vigilant 6. But those aren't the only two shows that we do. Coming up on Monday, we are going to have another episode of Destiny Forged, which is our longest running game here on the channel. Coming up on Tuesday, we are going to have Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game run by Tiltbot. Coming around on Thursday, Tricorn Isles is going to show its lovely face again with all the Chaos Gremlins we got there. And then we are going to come back next Saturday, starting off in the afternoon with The Downfall of Propriety, which is a Bridgerton inspired game that is run by Malls. And then later on in the night, we are going to do session 0 of our first ever Daggerheart campaign, which I can't wait for. And am chomping at the bit to finally be able to play, but we must be patient. We must design. We must make sure that everything is ready to go before we kick that one into high gear. But that is going to do it for us now. Thank you everyone for tuning on in. We will catch you later.
Bye. I'm in shock.
Bye.
Goodbye.